Hopefully you can find some good shelving. I know when we moved here, we also needed more shelving, and we went to like the Habitat Restore, which I don't know if you have those where you live, but it's like Habitat for Humanity. They take donations and then they resell it, and that, you know, helps fund the Habitat for Humanity anyway. I was like, we should check at the Restore for like a used bookshelf, and I couldn't really find anything I liked. Plus, I was kind of surprised at how expensive they were at the Restore. And I just ended up buying one from like a regular store. But I found what I needed. Like I found what I wanted and what we needed for all the books that I have. So hopefully you can find something good. I think Nate's mom goes to the Habitat Restore like every week because on Wednesdays they do a senior discount, and she's just like always browsing. And that brings her some joy. Hey mama, how you doing? I don't think we have a local Restore, but we have lots of other. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I like to thrift shop, especially for things that are like, and like, okay, no one's body has technically touched this. Like no one's been like wearing a bookshelf, hopefully. I mean, I have bought clothes from thrift places, but I'm like, okay, we gotta wash this. We gotta wash the heck out of this. Yeah, how are you doing today? Happy Monday. I'm trying to think of like the last time we have like a couple. We have like another up in the mountains. There's an orphanage, and they have a store that like the proceeds help fund the orphanage, and it's all like donation based as well. So we have a few places around us too besides the Restore. I'm trying to think of, I feel like we also have a Goodwill store across the street. I can't complain. Got a workout and lots of meetings, but otherwise well. Good for you. Good for you. Hopefully the meetings are quick and efficient, and you're like, this. We didn't need a meeting for this. Pink It Out, thank you for the 340 stream streak. I'm gonna have to update your. Actually, I can just update that right now because I have that one manually put in. I have that one manually added because it doesn't. So like if y'all see at the bottom of the screen, it'll say like new subscriber, top cheer. Those like get pulled from a file, but then the top streaker I put in manually. Hello, Mama Yak and Mama Runna and other mamas. Hi, Mama David. How are you? How was your weekend? How's your Monday going? David, were you playing, is it, gosh, what is that game called? Valheim? Have you been playing Valheim? Did we talk about Valheim already? I'm feeling absolutely fabulous. I love that. I feel your fabulosity like glowing through the camera. I'm not playing Valheim, but my friendies are. Okay, but you have played it. I was a bit intimidated about it because I was like, survival crafting, like that's not usually my cups of tea. Valheim is so fun. Okay, Snooklefritz, hearing you say that. I have played it a lot in the past. It's okay. And David, okay, remind me of this. Were you also playing V Rising? Did you play V Rising? I know we watched a mutual friend, a streamer friend play, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I know Asirkai has been playing V Rising. You did play V Rising. Okay, he's really been enjoying it. I'll play Valheim with you, Runner. Okay, Snooklefritz, I have it on my wish list. I like a survival craft time. I don't think I've really played survival craft games. Hold on. V Rising is a fun twist. You can make a really cool vampire castle. That does sound cute. Like, I played a little bit of Moonlight Peaks, which is a completely different game, but I liked like the twist of that you're a vampire. I liked like the darker setting, so plan to make a server. You're gonna be making all those pals. Or I guess you capture the pals, or you like brainwash them to follow you. I don't really know. I have not played it. Now, David, have you played The Forest or Sons of the Forest and or Green Hell? those are survival crafting games from, I think, but they look scary, especially the forest one. In Sons of the Forest, there's like mutants and cannibals. They're out to get you. I played the forest only of those choices. It was kind of shit. I'm pretty sure Neen, I just watched Omnom Zombie play through. I think she did the forest and now they're on Sons of the Forest, or maybe it's always just been Sons of the Forest. Green Hell is never making it on my list because you hate Capybara. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. A lot of those games are shit though, but they can still be fun even though they are shit. I've been in a spiral off stream. I usually have one game that I play off stream, and after I finished Earthbound, I launched into Mother 3, and then I fizzled out on Mother 3. And then I was like, I'm going to do the Assassin's Creeds, and then I've been waffling between the first Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And then I just threw up my hands and I said, you know what, I'm going to play a Tales game because I know what to expect from a Tales game. So I started Tales of Graces for my first time. I've just been on a journey. She's been on a self-discovery journey of finding out what game it is that's going to soothe my off-stream needs. So I don't know if y'all have ever played the Tales games, but they're very anime, very friendship will save us. The power of friendship will save us. They're action RPGs. And I played Symphonia was my first one, and then I've played quite a few of them. The power of friendship. Ping it out. Have you played the Tales games? Because I feel like you would enjoy them as well. They're probably on your list, or maybe you already have a few. But I'm playing the Tales of Graces F remastered. You own a bunch. Okay, I thought you probably did. I feel like they can get kind of dark in some of their stories, but usually overall it's going to be a bit more lighthearted than some stuff in like a Final Fantasy. Plus, there's character archetypes, I feel like, in each of the games. Like there's the very like cheerful, happy woman who is like always positive, and then there's like the magic user who's like a little bit like I don't know, but then you play some of them and like the archetypes are switched around, and you're like, oh, I need to play them, but right now I have an Atelier craving, so that might be next. I still need to try one of those. I have which one do I have? I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I just have a demo. I have a demo for Atelier Yumiya, The Alchemist of Memories, and that's the longest title ever, and the Envisioned Land. I have a demo for that. If it's still playable, it might not be if the game's fully out. It's just one of those that I was like, ooh, I'm going to add that to my library and play it eventually, and then I hadn't. Yumiya is very much not a traditional. So are you saying like, well, at least I can try the demo and see what that's like? But so this weekend I did play the Sinking City 2 demo, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking after you finish Dead Space 2, I want to play the original Sinking City. I think. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking. I'm like, I still have so many other spooky games to play. Signalis, Still Life, Spirit Hunter Deathmark. But we'll get to it when we get to it, you know. They tried something new, so it's different. Spirit Hunter, I know. I feel like I've been talking about that one forever. They're janky, but I like the story, right? Like, I'm very invested in the story of Sinking City 2. And I was like, is the protagonist of Sinking City 2 from the first game? And apparently it's not. I didn't want to read too much because I didn't want it to be spoiled for me. But you know what? I love... Give me a little bit of jank. Like, if it's not game breaking and doesn't crash the game, I don't mind a little bit jank. I'm so excited for Sinking City 2. David, the demo was so much fun. I really want to play more. I want to know more. I want to play more. I want to see more. It was kind of giving Eternal Darkness in the best way, which I have really been having a craving for replaying Eternal Darkness 2 as well. Not Eternal Darkness. There is no Eternal Darkness 2, sadly. They sound similar, but very, different person. I thought the same thing while watching Usurkai play. Yeah, apparently it's Charles Reed in the first game, and I can't even remember the protagonist's name from Saturday. I may finally play the second Spirit Hunter for spooky season this year. I played the first one back in 2022. Okay. And that, I know that one's like a bit more visual novel. I believe adventure, horror, visual novel, violent, anime, JRPG. It's got everything. But it's very interesting sounding to me. So we'll see. We'll see what our hearts say when we get through Dead Space 2. I think that's, I'm going to post about this in Discord, but this Saturday, the 25th, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time, our lovely friend Neen Omnom Zombabe is celebrating 3 years on Twitch. So she'll be streaming, I think, 12 hours. She'll be doing stuff all day. So if you're free this coming Saturday, stop by Neen's celebration. I will be there in some points, celebrating as well, cheering her on. Yeah, and then, so that's the Saturday, and then the next Saturday is when Oasis is doing her 1,000 follower celebration, 12-hour stream, and that's when I will be playing some Resident Evil 5 with Oasis. I'm very excited for that. Oasis is who I played Reanimal with, and she's very funny. She's one of the funniest people, I think, and so I'm excited to play some Resident Evil 5. I'm going to keep talking about it until we play it, but it's like actually coming up soon. I feel like it's, she asked me, I don't know, back in May. It seems like a long time ago, and I'm like, wow, it's already almost here. And it's been almost 2 years. This Friday will be 2 years since Poppy, that little abandoned dog, showed up at our house. So I have it written down in my planner that it's been 1 year ago Poppy showed up. So I know she's living her best life. Yeah, you remember sweet little doggy that got dumped out here, and she just showed up at our house, and I was like, okay, it's just a neighbor dog. We're gonna go run errands, and she'll be, back at her home by the time we get back. And then she was like waiting for us, still here, and I was like, it is way too hot, and you need some food and water. And the animal rescue place gave me like a huge bag of food, and yeah, she was so sweet. I knew she would get adopted quickly, and I'm really glad that she did. I just wish that I knew who adopted her, so I could like be like, can you please send me pictures and tell me what's been going on with her? Just tell me everything, please. Okay, so if y'all remember in Foolish Mortals, okay, I'll be here. We have to... Wait, okay, I don't think this is the right load. Okay, this is where we were. Runner fights dragons with images of dragons. Hi Natty, how are you? How was your D&D the other night? Cheater's Table. Now, is that like the show where they catch people cheating, but then they bring them to the table and feed them something? They poison them? Or is that like gambling? Load. Okay, so we're talking to this psychic, and we have to find keys that the brothers... Oops. Not that button. Oh, we just need to talk to Madame Planchette for now.
I need to talk to Abigail's 3 brothers. Can we cast a summoning spell again to speak to their ghosts?
I'm afraid not, Murphy. The ghosts of Bellemore Manor could only be summoned because our spirits were trapped here and hadn't moved on to the spirit realm. The Bellemore brothers were murdered months before the wedding. Each has long since moved on, however reluctantly. It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen, but I don't think there is much chance of that here.
I wish it's like Uno with violence and cheating. Okay, that still sounds kind of fun. Like I would be into that. Hi there, Dest. How you doing today? How was the rest of your house flipping? Did you got out of that room? Letty finally let you out of that room, right? You're really good at it. It's just like Uno, but then like I'm gonna have to come watch you play it, Natty, because I'm very curious about this. Uno makes me think of my grandma. She loved to play Uno. Uno and Skip-Bo. I guess it was more Skip-Bo, but I kind of like mixed the two together because I feel like those were the card games we'd play. How can we make contact?
How can we make contact with the three brothers?
We need to conduct a seance for each of the brothers, a way to contact them in the spirit realm and learn how and where they were killed. But each spirit is attuned differently. I will need you to gather some objects in order to contact them.
Yeah, he finally did. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you got out. I mean, it seems pretty relaxing to play that game unless you get locked away like you did. But then maybe you're just like, well, I'm just going to focus on this room. You've got stash cards that give you an advantage, but then you can call out cheaters. The goal is to be the last one alive or the first one to use all their cards. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to look into cheaters table game. There was, speaking of last one alive, Natty, there's this game and you're typing and you're competing against other people. And if you make mistakes, there's a chance that your character will be eliminated and you're trying to be the fastest typer with the least mistakes. I played the demo for it. I don't know if the full game is like actually fun. It might get very repetitive very quickly. But being the last one alive, that made me think of if you like to type.
What do we need to contact Yardley Bellemore?
Yardley was a man of leisure, accustomed to the finer things in life. As his portrait shows, we must read tea leaves to contact him. You must bring me a used teacup.
What do we need to contact Xavier Bellemore?
Xavier was a man of the world, a traveler across the globe. As in his portrait, it is a globe that we will need to contact him, but one made of glass, a crystal ball.
Okay. Now what about Cecil?
What do we need to contact Cecil Bellemore?
Cecil was a man of letters, skilled with the written word. Like the papers you see in his portrait, to contact him, you must bring me a spirit board, a sheet of letters through which Cecil may communicate.
Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking also because like you don't know who all you're playing with and there could be faster typers and like it's a very stressful, tense game. Like I said, I only played the demo and I played it one round and I won and I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to ever win again, so I quit. It put me in timeout. Sometimes we all need a little, you know, self-space, self-care, just a room to decompress. I was watching an episode of House Hunters and this couple was looking for a home and the wife was a child psychologist or some kind of child therapist. And she's like, I really want space for like a sensory room for when we have a child to like process things. And I was like, that is very thoughtful and intentional.
How can I find those seance items when I can't even leave the house? I don't even know what's trapping me here.
That would be Abigail.
Abigail is keeping me trapped in the house?
She was. A last desperate act to keep you here and free her from Rackham's curse. Return to the front doors, Murphy, and they will now open for you. Scour the island, search the manor, and bring those 3 items back to me, and we can begin to locate the 3
Oh, now we
brothers.
get to leave the house. Okay.
I'll start looking right away.
Good luck. And hurry. Rackham will soon know what you're trying to do. And unlike the other ghosts here, his powers are no longer confined to the house. Just one more thing before you go. I have something that may help you.
Girl, what is she doing with her hands? A necklace? I'm also wearing a necklace.
A necklace? What can I do with this?
Return it to whom it belongs. Now go. You do not have much time, and yet the mysteries of our entire island await.
It was time to test what Madame Planchette had told me and see if I really could leave the house. So it was true. Right now I was living my very own ghost story, with a household of people who needed my help and a villainous phantom who had to be stopped. With Bellemore Manor unlocked, the entirety of the house and island were now mine to explore. Somewhere out there were the Bellemore brothers' 3 keys. My first task, to gather a crystal ball, a spirit board, and some tea leaves.
Great. Dest, thank you for the 5-stream streak. I want to figure out how to like put a little streak and message in for when people streak. Love Madame Planchette. She gave me a necklace.
It was a handmade necklace of a wooden compass broken in 2.
Oh. Okay, so now our mission is to find the actor's key, the explorer's key. Okay, I wish you would tell us what those things actually were. Tea leaves. A crystal ball. I'm glad that we get to go back out. Their keys, Diva? Where would there be tea leaves?
I tried the door.
This chicken's about to jump.
I'd bothered the chicken enough.
Are you sure? Okay, maybe in the town?
Life continued on in Dead Nettle, its citizens oblivious to the supernatural struggle happening on the far side of the island. Even with their predilection for local legend, I doubted they'd believe me if I told them.
Maybe Ned. Ned's been a super helpful boyfriend.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Oh,
I didn't
thank
think I'd
you.
be seeing you again, Mac. I thought you'd be swimming back to the mainland. Or, well, swimming with the fishes. How's the auditing going?
Well, I quit my job.
You quit? I thought that was the whole reason you were here in the first place.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Why you doing this, Mac? Don't you have a family you need to get back to? Away from the ghost stories?
I don't have any family. I never have.
Okay,
I was
drama.
found.
Found?
As a baby, I was left on the doorstep of an orphanage with just a blanket and a piece of paper with my name on it. Growing up, I always felt alone, like I was missing someone who loved me. The last orphanage I was in was above a bookstore called Eerie Echoes, and I used to pick up the
Eerie
dime novels that
Echoes,
got
what a
thrown
great
out at
name.
the end of each month. My favorites were always the scary ones.
Why did you like the scary stories so much?
I felt like if I could read the scariest story I could find, it would make my life at the time seem a little less scary by comparison.
That's heartbreaking, Mac.
But that's why I'm still here. I always wanted to be in one of those stories, and now I am. I don't have much of a past, but this is a chance to make myself a future.
Well, I hope you find what you're searching for. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Ned's like, what do I say now?
I think I might know what happened at Bellemore Manor on the night of the
I do too.
disappearance.
I've told you, Mac. I don't want to hear no more about it.
But I think I know who the Phantom is.
Murphy, don't even say the name. I've seen that aberration once, and that was enough. I saw those faces laughing at me every night for months. I won't go through that again.
Ned's fear was real. I can only imagine what 3 decades of those faces would do to a person.
He's just like, I want to fish, leave me out of your ghost stories, right? And he's so friendly. Like I said last week, I was like, I'm really surprised at how like nice he is for like an outsider coming to this town. And Ned is like, hey, do you want to come over for dinner? Do you want to like be my friend? But also apparently Rackham can leave the house now to terrorize people. So I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Do you remember the
Welcome.
Bellemore Trading Company ever unloading a coffin at these docks?
You know, now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. Yeah, back when I first started out, the Bellemore's flagship, the SS Mysterium, came back into port a few days late, and Mr. Rackham rustled up a bunch of us roustabouts to help unload it, way earlier than we usually be out. Yeah, I remember that morning. It's almost as much as the bonus pay we got for the early hours.
Did you find out what was in it?
I don't think we paid it much mind. It was rare, but people did die at sea back in those days. Although saying that, they'd usually be buried at sea too. I don't remember any fanfare about it, but it must have been someone important in there.
Or something.
All mortals are foolish at some point in their lives. So true. Imagine being in this world and hearing the narrator narrate your life. It would be, what was that movie, Stranger Than Fiction, with Will Ferrell? And I'm pretty sure he starts hearing Emma Thompson narrating his life. I mean, aren't we? Isn't that what people do in the South or whatever? My Northeastern self could never understand. What do people do in the South? Go fishing? Leave their babies on orphanage steps? Like super nice to newcomers? I mean, maybe. I feel like, especially if you are the face of a business somewhere and you have a potential new customer, I don't know. I haven't traveled all around the South. And I was like, I guess in New Orleans people were nice and welcoming. But I feel like they're just like having a good time most of their life. Bully the minorities. I'm sure, yeah. There's still things I see here in the South and I'm like, why are we doing this? But he's just a good example of a friendly person. A friendly person welcoming you into the, well, and like he has to be because he's like the first. I guess you talk to the cat person, but then you really talk to Ned, and then it opens up. So, okay, have a good lunch.
Still fishing?
You won't
Hope
believe
you have
this,
something
man.
delicious.
Squibb's record was ruled invalid. He was overheard down at Spinelli's bar boasting about how he put ball bearings inside the Pengoza to make it heavier. Can you believe the nerve of some people?
The despicable things they'll do.
It means I'm right behind you, buddy. Just one lucky catch, and I'll be bumping you down to second place.
Is that a grill you've got there, Ned?
14 hours out here will give anyone an appetite. I'm not giving up just yet, but it'll be supper time soon. You're welcome to join me.
Yeah, who would do that? Who would do that? Snickle Fritz, thank you for the stretch. I feel like I'd already started stretching. I invite everybody else to stretch as well. Make your double chin. Stretch the back of your neck.
Do you miss working on the docks?
I wouldn't give up fishing for it, but I have good memories of those times. Good, honest teamwork. Working outdoors, singing shanties, and swapping stories. Though to be honest, some of the tales they tell may have been a little exaggerated.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
I had more important things to focus on than my stomach.
Okay.
I decided to leave it.
Okay. Leave my double chin out of it. It's a good stretch for the back of your neck. Just embrace the double chin. Embrace your singular chin, your double chin, however many chins, and stretch it out. Your beautiful chin. Oh, maybe tea at the...
I thought better of swimming out to the wreck. As best as...
Maybe somewhere in here would have...
Oh, look who's returned.
Oh, God. Oh,
Good
look
evening,
who's
Felix.
returned.
Remind me,
Felix.
did you say your name was Captain Knott?
My pseudonym. That's right. For marketing purposes.
Because I've been doing some research in the club archives, and it seems as though we already had a Captain Knott as a member about 10 years ago.
That would be my father, Captain Knott Sr. I'll pass on a hello next time I see him.
42 years as a captain, sailed each of the 7 seas.
That's the one. More at home on the waves.
It says in the records that he's deceased.
Might be harder than expected to pass on that hello, actually.
Drowned, apparently,
A mighty struggle.
while taking a bath.
Mainly a struggle with the plug, really.
Look, I'm on to you, Sonny. When Mr. Perkins gets back tomorrow, we'll be having an investigation. Captain Knott, or not a captain.
And until then?
Enjoy the club.
I love how seriously Felix takes his job.
These are complimentary matchbooks for members only.
I am a member.
Oh, yes. How silly of me to forget.
It was a small matchbook with the logo of the Captain's Club printed on the front. I glanced at the ledger on the podium. It was mostly empty, The words I could see were written in such an unreadable scrawl that looked like a centipede had dipped its legs in ink and skittered across the page.
Read hen. Was there something with the fountain?
There was nothing in the fountain except a rim of moss and...
He's spicy. Felix, I feel like, is
I didn't need...
exhibiting symptoms of some gay rage. Felix just wants to find a man.
Avast, mateys! Shiver me timbers! 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, me hearties. Yo-ho!
What on earth are you talking about? I think your lighthouse might have lured in a loon, Moot.
I thought you were captains. Isn't this how captains talk?
Not outside a Treasure Island novel. You expect us to carry parrots on our shoulders, too? I tried that once in my life, and all I got was excrement down the back of my blazer.
Oh, right.
Excrement down the back of my blazer. He's that person at work that takes their really boring job way too seriously. Like the videos of that guy that you sent me at Jimmy John's. I wonder what he's been up to lately.
Good evening.
It's about time you got here. I've been waiting for you.
You have?
Darn right. Give me another sarsaparilla, and be quick about it.
No, I'm not a waiter.
You're a captain? They keep getting younger and younger. Do they give you a free pair of floaties with your license nowadays?
Are you a captain?
I was, a long time ago. Captain Cuthbert Moot's the name.
Cuthbert
now
Moot.
I'm the island's lighthouse keeper.
Alright, welcome back everyone. So sorry for that. Love an unexpected power outage on a Monday. Thankfully it got fixed pretty quickly. Dizzy, I hope that your Monday's going well. Hope you had a good rest of your weekend. And thankfully it looks like the game saved close to where we were before the power went out, so... Did we get the matchbooks?
I am a...
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now we do... And do we talk to him?
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again.
Okay. Maybe there was more to talk with Felix about than we had.
How's the club tonight?
Buzzing.
That lively, huh?
No, I mean I just had to remove a wasp nest from the gentleman's lavatory.
Is the elevator still not fixed?
It hasn't been fixed for the last 7 months. I doubt it will miraculously start working for you tonight.
How did it break, anyway?
The city council rented out the whole club one day for a meeting to discuss a new town seal. Some sort of insignia representing Dead Nettle's history and culture. Unfortunately, the mayor misunderstood the brief and showed up with a seal of the aquatic type. 2 fins, whiskers, a little tricorn hat, and the moniker Captain Snoops. Took the entire council to wrestle him back into the elevator and get him down to the docks. And it overloaded the motor. And do you know what the real cherry on top was? He got the animal wrong. Captain Snoops was a sea lion, not a seal.
What's the difference?
An I, an O, and an N.
I
Okay.
best be casting off.
Farewell, Captain.
Okay, Felix.
Avast, mateys!
Okay, can we...
Shiver me timbers! 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, me hearties. Yo-ho!
What on earth are you talking about?
Wait, can't skip through the dialogue.
in a loon, Moot.
I thought you were captains. Isn't this how captains talk?
Not outside a Treasure Island novel. Do you expect us to carry parrots on our shoulders, too? I tried that once in my life, and all I got was excrement down the back of my blazer.
Oh, right. Good evening.
It's a...
You have?
Darn right.
No, I'm...
You're a... Can I give you...
Are you...
I was. Now.
How come
Okay.
you're not captaining anymore?
I had a bit of a bump with a lighthouse.
If only lighthouses had some way of warning you they were there. The lighthouse keeper's nostrils huffed like a bull about to charge at a matador.
After I crashed the ship, I lost my job with the Bellemore Trading Company. What's more, I was taken off the Bellemore wedding guest list. Life's been one disappointment after another ever since. I used to be a king of the waves. Now I'm a bigger wreck than my ship.
I'm doing pretty well. Just continuing with schoolwork, getting settled in and whatnot. How was your weekend? It was a good weekend. We didn't get out to do a ton. but we got to spend some time with our neighbor, and I got to play some Sims, and I got to visit with some friends on stream last night. Whose voice is that? That sounds kind of like Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. That voice is the voice of this captain. Michael Kovac? I don't know. I have no idea who, like, the actors behind these voices are. This game is called Foolish Mortals. So it might have a cast list up online somewhere. Foolish Mortals voice actors. Let's see. You're saying Michael Kovac, the main character? I don't see that name in this list, but it actually doesn't even tell you who everybody, it just says voice, so they don't say the characters' names. Okay, AJ Locascio is Murphy. Huh. Whale?
How did you not see the lighthouse?
Whale?
I was busy at the time. What are you, the captaincy board?
But you managed to keep your captain's license?
In a manner of speaking, the captaincy board has a sense of irony. After I crashed into the lighthouse, they made me take the job of lighthouse keeper to maintain my credentials.
Then shouldn't you be at the fort if you're the lighthouse keeper?
Oh, it's a dreary place, and there's a damn fleabag cat there that won't leave me alone. Anyway, it's a clear night. If the fog comes in, I'll switch the light on. Otherwise, I'm staying right here.
That sounds like kind of a peaceful job, minus like ships wrecking because you didn't do your job correctly. That's odd. Anyway, I'm glad you had a good weekend by the sound of it. Thank you. I am too. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping it'll be cooler in the coming weekends, to spend more time outside, doing hiking, being out in the nature. We took the kitties out the weekend before this last weekend because it was supposed to be cooler, and it was still hot, and it'll like rain for an hour, a little downpour, and then the sun will come out and it's like soup outside. But you know, what are you gonna do? Not go out? I agree. I hope it cools off, but that's just because, yeah, I hope it cools off for you, Dizzy. I hope you have like a little neck fan thing that can just blow cool air on you, or maybe, do you have like misters at work that like mist some cool water?
What's wrong with the cat?
Blacktail, you see these scratch marks on my nose? The damn thing jumps for my head every time the badge on my hat catches the light.
You worked for the Bellemore Trading Company?
Once upon a time, I was the captain of the SS Mysterium, flagship of the Bellemore Trading Company fleet. I've captained more ocean voyages than you've taken baths. I might look like I should be hawking fish sticks at a market stall, but back then, I was at the top of my game, enjoying the finer things in life. Caviar in the finest restaurants.
Oh my god, he just keeps going.
Champagne at the finest
Hi, Nick.
resorts. Dressing in the finest tuxedos. Oh, one little bump through my whole career down the plug hole.
The
I
plug
take it the
hole.
captain's club doesn't compare.
It did once upon a time. This place used to be a model of a club. Now the only thing it'd be modeling would be a cardigan and a girdle.
Oh. I love it when you play games based on me. We were just saying earlier, aren't we all just foolish mortals? Nick, how is your Monday going? We lost power for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. So then, of course, I was like, I gotta when it came back on, I was like, I need to have all the clocks synced so they show the same time, especially the microwave and oven clocks. I just monitor myself and try to keep in the shade or go inside if I need to cool off quick. That makes sense. I'm glad that you're able to like recognize when you need to get inside. Because I remember one time when I was a kid, we went to some kind of like outdoor event when we lived in the Chicago area, and it was very hot. and I ended up getting like some kind of heat sick, like I guess probably just dehydrated, but I was like, I hope this never happens to me again. Just like super bad headache, sick. Some of us are more foolish than others, and that's me. Well, okay, you take that first place. Not the power loss. Yeah, it was completely random. It's like a sunny day. Nothing seems to be going on. Like we've had storms, the past couple days, nothing happened. And then today it's like, oh, it's just a normal, nice sunny day. And here I was sitting, chatting, playing this game, and then everything turned off. And I was like, well, I guess if power comes back, I will start streaming again. And if not, then maybe this evening. But here we are. Come back to Chicago so I can ride the train and get a hug. Is it weird that I like resetting the clocks? I don't think so. Like, it's kind of like a game to make sure that they're going to be synced up. You know what I mean? I kind of wish that all the clocks were like somehow attached to the internet, so all the times would like be exactly perfect and the same. If I'm ever back in that area, I will let you know. I love a nice storm where it cools off everything and doesn't get humid. Dizzy, that was yesterday. Like when we were walking to our neighbors, it had rained earlier and it was so humid. And then it rained again while we were at our neighbors. And then when we were walking back home, it actually felt a lot cooler. And I was like, okay. Cause like at first when we were walking, it was just like a sauna, like steamy.
Welcome.
Hi, Coco. Coco, our power went out and came back. It's been a day. Literally. I think Nate has been to Chicago, the Chicago area. So it hasn't been like on our list of places to get to. Also, I've been MIA, so I love you too, Nick, and it is okay. It is okay. I hope everybody is always taking the time for themselves that they need in spaces. And like if I'm friends with you, you know, if you need someone to listen to you, just let me know. Even then, I don't think the clocks are perfectly in sync. Depends more on the battery. That's true. That's so true, Dizzy. You were so wise. I thought I saw your story saying you were live, but I couldn't find you. Coco, like the one time I take the time to like post on Instagram stories that I'm live, like I do that so rarely and inconsistently. And I did it today and then our power went out and I was like, oh, of course. Daryl, happy Monday to you. How are you doing? How was your weekend? I can rest well now. I love suffering in silence. Me staying with a friend for a week in their house where the parents smoked, and me in the sleeping bag that smelled like cigarettes, and I was like not going to say anything because they didn't want to be rude, but I was like, I'm not actually sleeping because of how bad the smell is, and can I please just sleep in the bed? I would scream. This was the early 90s, maybe mid 90s. Things were different. I also had an aunt that smoked inside. My aunt and uncle, step uncle, they smoked inside. It's wild to think that now. And like also remembering restaurants where you could be like, do you want to sit in smoking or non-smoking? Oh my God, that's my dad's house. He smokes inside. Oh no. I mean, to each their own, live your best life, but don't. When everyone was smoking, right? Like I remember when my parents were smoking, I remember breaking my mom's cigarettes because like as a kid, like in the early 90s, it was like, you know, smoking is bad, smoking kills, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up being a smoker for 3-ish years. And I was like, yeah, I know it's bad, but it's fun. I like it. I like feeling like accelerated and my heart is pounding out of my chest, and it's a social thing. I would take any cigarette I see and put them out in people's eyes. That's very violent. I love that. Speaking of very violent, Nick, did you see Obsession? Because we watched it last night. Nate and I watched it last night, and I was cracking up at this one scene. I'm still... You were living your best Carrie Bradshaw life, right? Like, and we idealize these people who smoke, and it's like, well, if they're smoking, like, and their life seems so great, like, if I smoke, maybe my life will also be great. You're cracking up throughout the whole movie. Yeah, I was like, why is there so much screaming? Like, can we stop with the screaming? Like, lower it a bit, please. But I enjoyed it. I still need to see Backrooms. That's the last, I think, the last more recent horror movie that I want to see. That's going to be me when I will just have to put in my earplugs, and maybe also, you can wear like a diver's helmet, like one of those old diver's helmets that's like the giant like metal bell thing. You can just scream in there. Indoor screaming, please. Like, we're going to scream with our indoor voices, like, ah. I've said that to my nieces and nephews so many times, like, please, indoor screaming. You're not outside. I walk in and you just hand me the diver's helmet. No, you actually walk in and it's like a jigsaw saw trap, and like, there's like, you like walk in and the door just like holds you, and then the helmet just lowers onto your head, and then it's like secured, and then the straps go like. Speaking of the Saw movies, my friend that I'm watching Warehouse 13 with, we were talking about the Saw movies, and he's like not actually seen any of them. So I think that's going to be like when we finish Warehouse 13 or take a break, we're going to watch through the Saw movies, and I'm very excited because I think I've seen like 1 through 4 or 5, but I don't really remember. I remember 2 the most. I don't like the jigsaw saw trap where you have to drink the nasty Loki that comes out the ketchup container before you shake it. Ew, what? Ew, Dizzy, no. Ew. Also, why are you eating ketchup? That's also like mustard. That's why you gotta shake it up. You gotta shake it up. Can I watch Backrooms with you, or are you watching it like on your TV? We could watch it together. I was gonna wait for it to like come out to I think I know where we can watch it for. I don't want to say anything. I think I know where we can watch it. And ranch. You gotta shake it all up. Like, I make a zesty Italian vinaigrette with olive oil and spices and different vinegars, and you gotta let that stuff sit out for like an hour before you want to use it, because like it all like the cold makes it clump, like freeze, I don't know, be a solid. So you let it sit out and then you gotta shake it up, but it's so tasty. I think I know where we can watch it for. I don't want to say anything. I will not be implicated in such things. Is there room for another? Isn't the Backrooms like an endless space? So I feel like we should. I feel like Dizzy. Well, if Nick is hosting, I'm not going to. Sure, Dizzy. I'll bring a bottle of. Okay, perfect. I have it so I can host whenever. No pressure. Okay. Let me. Since I'm not going out of town. Dizzy, that's so generous of you. I will bring pizza rolls. Do y'all like pizza rolls? How do you feel about pizza rolls? I can also bring chips and salsa. I think our neighbor has been making a bunch of homemade salsa, so I think we'll be getting some homemade salsa soon, and she makes amazing salsa. She also makes really, really great guacamole. She makes everything good. Everything that she makes, delicious. I'm bringing rum because we're going to the high seas. Okay, all right. Yo ho, yo ho. Dizzy, that makes me think of this delicious, back when we had our fall girl shit day, we made these caramel apple butter milkshakes, and it was vanilla ice cream, spiced rum, apple butter, caramel, some vanilla extract or vanilla, some kind of vanilla something, essence. They were so good. They were very, very rich. So we just like, and I blended them up in my NutriBullet so that you could only have like small servings. They were so, so, so good. It was a dessert for real. Like you know, so sweet and like delicious. So you just have like a little bit. Nick, thank you for the stretch. Oh. But shit works too. Shat low-key. Not the shat. Shat low-key. I'll be here. Hopefully our internet will not go down again. Or, I mean, our power won't go out. It was our internet that was down on Friday for all day. And then just our power today. But we're back. And I heard the PlayStation 4 beep. So I don't think I turned it all the way off, and I had it in rest mode, so it's going to be like angry at me like, you didn't shut down the PlayStation. Now we have to like rebuild these files because we have an external hard drive and everything, but shit'll buff out, you know? Shit works too. Shit works too. Okay, let me keep interrogating this captain.
So you weren't invited to the Bellemore wedding?
No, I was snubbed. Years of captaining their flagship, and then I get forgotten like a dirty sock.
Not the dirty sock.
I tried to convince Mrs. Craddock to add me to the list, but she's got a heart colder than a penguin's behind.
I was invited to the Bellemore wedding.
Welcome.
What? You never told me that.
Hi,
Never
Henny.
asked. Yeah, not a direct invitation from the Bellemores.
What that dirty
but
sock
I
do?
was invited as a +1.
Who invited you?
A little lady named Tallulah LaRue.
Why didn't you go?
Because she scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, she's a murderer. How you doing today? What that dirty sock do? What won't it do for you? Yeah, I started streaming earlier. If you saw me live, and if you saw my Instagram post, my story, that I was like, hey, I'm live. And then our power went out like, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes into stream. Thankfully, it's back, as you can see. But I was like, out of all of the days, doing well, just ran some errands and finished printing a new model. Who is this new model? Or is she going to be debuted on stream this evening? Because you are streaming miniature painting tonight, right? How are your errands? I still need to go get my Mexican food. And actually, we were talking about it with our neighbor. So hopefully we'll be going this weekend. She will be on tonight. It'll be Zangief. Oh, that's like the hairy fighter guy from Street Fighter. Isn't he from Street Fighter? He was in, was it Wreck-It Ralph? I feel like, okay, I know who that is. I feel like I've seen people's art of him on Instagram. Okay, it is, and he was. What time will you be streaming tonight? Y'all, give us a follow. Hang out, painting some minis tonight. A nice relaxing time, and you can ask questions about the creative process. I'm going to be stepping away to work on notes, but I'll be lurking. Best of luck in Foolish Mortals. Aw, Dizzy, thank you so much. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am imagining I'm giving you a hug. Good luck with your note work, Dizzy. We believe in you. You've got this. 5 p.m. Pacific time, so 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, girl, Bri, what are you doing? What are you doing here so early? Are you on break? How are you doing today? Isn't it lucky that you didn't go to the wedding?
Isn't it lucky that you didn't go to the Bellemore
been
wedding?
dead.
Lucky? How by Neptune's beard could you call that lucky?
Because the whole wedding disappeared. Their lives were stolen from them, their souls trapped in a tormented house for eternity. If you'd have been there, you'd have disappeared too.
Oh, it just would have been nice to feel included.
Oh.
That's all.
Is there a way into the fort?
Not without the key, and I'm the one in charge of that. Do you know the reason for the big walls, the sturdy gates, the barrels of gunpowder, and the big boomy cannons? To keep people out!
Yeah, I got a chance. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come by. I hope your break is going well. Hopefully work is going quickly for you today. You're flying through it.
Can you turn on the lighthouse beacon?
I don't know if you know how lighthouses work, but they only need to be lit up when visibility is low. As far as I can tell, it's a clear night, so until I see fog pouring through that window, I'm not doing a thing.
You're halfway there. Wait, does that mean... Okay.
I better be off.
So long.
You're like halfway through your work break, or you're halfway through the work day. You're halfway through your work week.
That trophy belongs to the club champion. And as I'm club champion, I'm telling you, hands off.
Oh, so we gotta fight him.
Good evening. My name's Murphy McCallan.
Good evening, Captain McCallan. Captain Gifford Pemberley at your service. That's right, I expect you've heard of me.
Pemberley.
Master of the Mississippi, tamer of the Tennessee, cuddler of the Colorado. Care to hit the table with me?
Workday, four more hours. Okay. I was like, wait, what time will that make it? Okay. I gotcha. You're gonna get through this. You're getting through it. We have Dead Space 2 to look forward to later this week.
I'll join you in a game. What are we playing?
Billiards.
Should I set her up?
It is set up. This isn't American billiards, boy. We're playing English billiards. A fine game which requires only 3 balls. A white for me, a yellow for you, and a red we share.
I haven't heard of English billiards before.
I learned it when I toured the gambling halls of London back in 1922. It's a game with far more depth and skill than pool or snooker. Points are awarded not just for potting, but by the flair with which strikes are accomplished. More points can be earned with a fanciful shot than by a simple pocketing.
So I'm not trying to get the balls in the little holes?
Look, I think we might be a bit out of your depth with this.
Yeah.
Why don't we keep it simple? The winner is the one who can bounce the red ball off the cushions the most times.
I can do that.
Then let's play. I'm afraid it'll have to be with dry cues. For some reason, the billiard chalk's gone missing.
I wonder how that happened.
Thank you for the 5-stream streak. Bless. Hashtag blessed. Oh my gosh, he got a lot of bounces.
7s! Something to be proud of.
Wait, now how are we going to do this? I'm not doing anything. Well, he won already. Right?
3s. Too bad, Captain McCallan.
Okay, so we have to beat him. Have you had to use the guide for this game? Not yet, Bri. There have been a couple times where Pinkadot had looked something up and gently kind of guided me, but I haven't looked up anything and I haven't used the hint system yet. Like, I was on the right track with a few things. I just didn't know what to click on. Links, welcome back. Yeah, I'm back. Our power is on. Knock on wood, and it's going to stay on stably. Knock, knock, knock. It's good to see you. How's your Monday going? How was the end of your weekend? Oh my god, thank you. I feel hashtag blessed and hashtag honored for the longest streak that you've had for anyone. Thank you for the 7-stream streak, Asurakai. Yeah, right, I would say, like, I've been able to piece together, there was just like this one, I'm thinking of the part with this like duel, and I cut the holes, but like, how do I make this work? And then something with string that I did not quite figure out, but, oh, I guess we could go out here. Oh, who's this sexy
Empty
Susan?
of flowers, I could see that the window box was securely attached to the club's masonry. That didn't work.
Do I need this window box?
That didn't work. It was an ornate iron window box. Unlike the others...
I have no idea what to do. We're just gathering evidence. We gotta figure out what to do. Okay, I turned the fans off.
The ceiling fans were off. The billiard table was...
My weekend was good. The kittens are doing fantastic, and that makes me very happy. Y'all, Lynx has the cutest kittens. Oh my goodness. I was so happy to see the pictures in the little video. Thank you again for sharing. 2 new bebés.
Hello again.
Welcome back.
Let's ask him...
Are you a famous riverboat captain?
You haven't heard of me?
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with riverboats.
Don't tell me you're one of those jelly-legged sea captains.
Jelly-legged? At least we sea captains do proper sailing, with charts, by the stars, across vast seas and oceans, hundreds of miles from land. You riverboat captains only have 2 directions, upriver or downriver.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't understand the perils of the riverways. I got my start in Baton Rouge.
Baton
All I needed to
Rouge.
do was teach the Mississippi that I was its master. If it wasn't going to do as it was told, it would get a damn good spanking.
Oh, he's spanking a river. Okay. Let me just spank it. I'll spank it. You're welcome. Easy to share, babies. That's so true. I will say though, like when I first set up my Discord, I have like a mod bot, Sapphire bot, I think. And a friend was posting pictures, and I guess like a certain setting was like you can't post like more than one thing at a time. I've since changed the setting, but it like deleted all of her photos and was like alerted me, and I was like, okay, we need to calm down here. Back to work. Okay, Bri, have a great rest of your day. May these next 4 hours fly by. I'll see you soon.
Have you been a member of the Captain's Club long?
I'd say so. I got my license when I was 25. When my uncle Augustus passed away, I sold his gumbo restaurant and purchased a diamond of a riverboat. I ran pleasure cruises up the waterways of Devil's Rock for years.
Pleasure cruises.
Are you still a captain?
Technically, but it's hard to put into practice when you no longer have a boat.
What happened?
I got a little overconfident drinking whiskey and gambled my riverboat away years ago.
Oh.
My wife left me because she said I had a gambling addiction, but I still think I can win her back.
Once a gambler, always a gambler.
Were you the former captain of the Spirit Queen?
That's the one, dear boy.
So you must be interested in ghosts.
I beg your pardon?
Having named your riverboat the Spirit Queen.
It's not named after ghosts, boy. It's named after bourbon, gin, tequila, whiskey. Those are the spirits that haunt me.
Bless him. Game Pups, hi. Thank you so much for the 4 months. How are you doing? How was the rest of your stream? I was going to ask you if you have played any of the Tales games, because I started a new one to me Saturday night, and I was playing it last night while I was lurking and watching you. Hey girl, good morning. Good morning. I'm finally back. It was really good to see you, because I was like, I see you in chats all the time, but it was great to like actually see you and hear you too. Yeah, how's your day going? Lynx is here. We're lucky Lynx is here. Lucky Lynx. Get back here. Get your ass back here. Are you going to patch things up with Mrs. Pemberley?
Are you going to patch things up with Mrs. Pemberley?
Oh, I'm trying. I had a bouquet of flowers delivered to her this morning.
Is there a florist in Dead Nettle?
No, I just took them out of that window box over by Moot. Don't tell Felix, or they'll end up on my tab.
Oh, he stole flowers to give to his wife. It's good just surviving the heat, but we are going to make it. Yes, you are. I hope that you have air conditioning, and if you don't, I hope you have lots of fans keeping you cool. I'm not this far in the game, so I have to lurk. Mwah. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you again for the 4 months.
That's a very nice trophy in the corner.
Well, it didn't start out as a trophy. We needed something spherical, so we just gilded a cannonball from over at Fort Bellemore. Polished up like a trombone in a marching band. A lot of elbow grease went into that shine, and currently these wrists have enough lubrication for a 12-lane bowling alley.
Oh my.
Are you saying that's your trophy?
That's right, boy. Champion billiards player of the Captain's Club. Keeps the other captains on their toes. Or peg leg in the case of Wooden Willie.
Surely he can't like being called that.
Too true. I think his peg leg is actually ceramic, but then the alliteration doesn't work.
Oh.
I'd like a
Thinking you can beat what I...
Okay, how are we gonna win? There's gotta be something. I turned the fans off. I don't really know what that did. Okay, we're not going to... Yeah, it's the same as before. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Threes.
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me.
Yes, I'm back. The power was restored. I took the time to reset all of the clocks. So, knock on wood. It's back and it's stable. We need some stability. And now I'm just trying to find all the stuff that we need. So this is the window box that he stole the flowers from.
Empty of flowers, I could see that the...
But I don't... Okay. We're just gathering information right now. We're just gathering information and gonna figure it out. Now, here's a new person. He looks kind of hot.
The ferryman wouldn't have liked me snooping around inside the boat.
Can I talk to him?
Hello, my name's Murphy McCallan.
Hello, chum. Looking to hire a ferry?
Oh, and he's got an
maybe?
accent.
Then come set sail with Crab McCready. When a ferry's really what you needy.
Oh god,
Crab's
okay.
breath hit my face like a custard pie. A cloud of air reeking of cigarettes and stale beer.
Okay,
Look,
never mind.
Here's a promotional flag, so you can keep me in mind.
I'll treasure it.
Now, I can take you anywhere on the coast. Where are you looking to head to? Do you have a partner or an illicit liaison in mind? I do a very romantic sunset cruise.
Oh. Eating my Wendy's, got a $6 biggie bag. Oh, that sounds delicious. I haven't had Wendy's in so long. I could go for some spicy chicken nuggets and some french fries. I'm kind of procrastinating and just starting my day. Staring at the ceiling, questioning life decisions too. Oh, Dizzy, you're running the doggy daycare today.
Is this your ferry? It looks like it's held together with spit and glue.
That's right, but rest assured, my spit is remarkably viscous.
Oh.
You find yourself aboard the Creaky Crab 2. I am her captain, Crab McCready. I get most of my business ferrying over to the mainland when the tides covered up the causeway.
I took all of this week off of work, which upset management. Well, you deserve some time off so they can get over it. They'll get over it.
Are you a member of the Captain's Club?
Oh, they banned me, those pompous buffoons. That Felix is full of himself.
What happened?
There used to be a club parrot called Squawkin' Hawkins, until he was taken away. Bird-napped, I'd say. See, I'm a big bird lover. They're very intelligent creatures, and I used to try to teach him poetry. Well, Felix Greer wasn't having none of that. I think he was getting jealous that the bird had more brains than him. He kicked me out. Well, I got a little upset, like anybody would. Words were exchanged, loudly, and he told me I wasn't welcome back. The cheek of it. Kicking me out when I'm a hard-working captain. That landlubber would get seasick using a washcloth.
Oh my, okay, love Crab. They're going to have to, Runner. I'm not leaving these dogs home alone. Absolutely not. I was like, I feel like there might be some destruction caused, maybe some separation anxiety. Do you care about achievements in this game? Not really, but if there's something you think I should be aware of or you want me to be aware of, I would be open to you telling me, but I'm not going to achievement hunt in this game. I don't think I ever achievement hunt. I was like, when I played the newest Batman game, I got all the stuff like in the game that I needed to get, but I didn't like 100% the achievements, and I don't think I completed all of the challenges, but I was like, this was a good amount of work that I did. They can lump it. They can lump it. They can toot it and boot it. Separation anxiety heavy, but they also don't get along. Oh my gosh, okay. So you're like the referee, the caretaker. That's a full-time job, Dizzy. Makes sense. There's none that I'd be like, oh, you need to do this one? Okay. Well, I didn't know if there was something happening while I was talking to Crab that it was like, you're like, oh, this is like something easy for you to get. And I was like, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Why do you like birds so much?
They're the sailors of the sky, even the ones that can't fly. You tell me, have you ever looked an emu in the eye and not felt a sense of kinship? Seen that look that says it wants to explore beyond the horizon?
I've never imagined an emu thinking anything different to that.
I love anything with a beak, except platypuses. Don't get me started on them. Now, I take it upon
You just talked to
myself
Felix,
look
okay.
after the feathered friends on this island. Squawkin' Hawkins now lives on a perch on my balcony. I have a name for every seagull that flies over Dead Nettle. And I look after Doris.
Doris?
Doris the chicken, over at Baxter's Mill.
Okay, good luck, Dizzy. We believe in you.
What happened to the Creaky Crab 1?
That's it over there, with its bow peeking out of the water. I was out in the bay last Mardi Gras and looked down into the inky depths. Honest to God, I saw a mermaid staring back at me. I rushed back into Dead Nettle with such fervour I forgot to slow the engine once we reached the docks.
Was it really a mermaid you saw?
Nah, turned out I forgot to take my wig off from the costume contest that night, and I'd just seen my own reflection.
Oh.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Let's go talk to Felix again.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again, sir.
Crab McCready told me you kicked him out of the club for teaching a parrot poetry?
Yes, that's quite correct.
That doesn't seem very fair.
You didn't hear the poetry. If I may regale you, there was a young man from Bombay. Took the slow boat to China one day. He was pinned to the tiller by a frisky gorilla, and China's a bloody long way.
I see.
Apologies if we're in disagreement about whether that sort of material is appropriate for the Captain's Club.
Nope. Can't argue with that. Very fair conclusion. Do you have any tips for English billiards?
Is that what Pemberley's calling it? There is one bit of advice I can give.
Oh, really?
Use the pointy thing to hit the round thing.
I best be casting off.
Farewell, Captain.
It looks like this was the cage. Okay, where can he take us on his ferry?
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'd like to hire...
Sure. Give me a map of where you want to go, and I'll see if I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf.
I thought it was called the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now. Ever since one of its sides mysteriously
Oh, it used to be the
disappeared.
Bermuda rectangle.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Wait, I don't have a map. I don't have a map to show him, do I? So I need a map.
It was the cotton flag that Crab, the ferryman, had given me, embroidered with his company logo.
Felix, yeah.
It was a small matchbook with the
Ponty.
logo of the Captain's Club printed on the front.
Okay. What about our best friend Jasper?
Welcome back.
Oh, I wonder if we can have Granny's bowl.
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help?
How come you're working so late?
Well, the wife's gone to visit her cousin Winnie for a few days. And if I stayed in my bedroom, I'd just start going loopy.
What's the carving on the front of your counter?
That is the genuine stern carving of the Golden Goose, the famous brigantine. I could trace my family's history on the island back hundreds of years, right back to the ship's owner, Captain Bartholomew Crumb. You've heard of him, I expect.
Captain Crumb, the vicious pirate? I read about him as a child.
One of the most successful in the Caribbean. That is, until, as the story goes, he got pursued by a ghost ship.
A ghost ship? Surely that can't be more than a legend.
Then how do you explain this? Without a single shot fired, every sailor aboard his ship fell down dead. Victims of an evil pirate who wielded a black stone. Captain Crumb was the sole survivor. He escaped undetected in a rowboat, and after days at sea, made it to this very island. After that, he never went to sea again. Instead, he set up this shop with the one chest of jewels he'd managed to carry away. Some of the gems you see around here still date back to that final hoard.
A black stone killed the crew?
Well, so the story goes. I suppose it explains my family's obsession. Not just the gold and jewels that tempt us, but the wicked stones that threaten us.
Isn't that what Rackham used? I was like Rackthirst, whatever that person's name was.
Why did Captain Crumb come to Devil's Rock to set up his store?
This was his home port. Devil's Rock used to be quite the lawless island. Legend goes he used to hide his treasure along the southeastern coastline. The island is dotted with caves. Plenty of places to hide the loot.
I'm looking for 3 keys.
No, unless they're the gem-encrusted keys to a lady's heart, I don't think I can help you.
Hi, Pinky
I'm
Dot.
a jeweler,
We're
not a
back.
locksmith.
How was the feeding of the babies?
Have you heard of something called the Coffin Stone? Jasper's eyes grew to double their size with a look of both excitement and fear.
How do you know about that?
I'm starting to think it's real.
I thought you didn't believe my tale about the ghost ship.
I do now.
Then I'm happy to tell you everything I know. Now, don't be telling anyone this, but I've read the captain's log, and the coffin stone was what murdered my great-great-grandfather's crew. Try telling people that a little bit of rock could allow a single pirate to overrun a galleon, and you're laughed at. But that's exactly what he says happened. 86 crew members, all killed by a magic stone. Their souls dragged from their bodies.
Who was wielding the stone?
A pirate called Captain Skelet. Truth be told, he wasn't much of a pirate for the first years of his career on the high seas. But almost overnight, he became the most feared gentleman ever to fly the black flag.
What happened to him?
Nobody knows.
And the stone?
Nobody knows that either. But if you hear anything, do tell me.
Okay, God. We will share the gossip with you, Jasper. They actually behaved so everyone is full and relaxing. Now my turn to eat. Yes.
I think I'll just look around for
and
now.
now you don't have to hopefully be pestered or worried about them.
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl full of... If I wanted it, the goldfish was going to need a new home first.
Okay, so we need a new home for Granny.
The neck of the bottle was...
That's right. Okay, so... I guess we can go talk to the newspaper lady.
Oh, what a piece of junk. So much as a nudge and the whole thing locks up. Work, damn you!
That almost hit me.
Almost isn't good enough. A few inches over and we could have had a lovely headline about a gory workplace accident.
She's out for blood.
Hands off, McCallan. This is delicate business.
Don't put your hand under there.
What seems to be the problem?
The till coil snapped off and almost had my eye out.
Your eye?
Can you believe it? I try to get a story that's fit to print and instead the printing press has a fit. Why can't I get one of those electric machines like they've got at the New Orleans Post?
Can I help fix it?
The press needs a new coil, but the only manufacturer is an 82-year-old machinist in Boise, Idaho. Getting a replacement will take weeks.
Can I help fix it?
Maybe, if you can magic up a new coil.
Okay. So she needs a new coil. Wait, can we...
There was no way. Besides, I didn't know how to operate it.
I'm the only one allowed.
Okay. All right. Maybe,
Sorry.
Maybe the spring sprung out. I thought maybe it'd be somewhere here in the street and we could get it, like, fixed up.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, it showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline.
Okay, well, we already broke that record. Let's go to the beach. Maybe something's washed up.
Tide was still high as I returned to the Causeway Beach, while the sands were now the purlieu of a rather strange gentleman jabbing at the rocks with a walking stick.
Beachcomber.
Careful where you step. Look, another one.
Another what?
A pebble. Don't step on them.
There are pebbles all over this beach. There's not many places I can stand that don't have them.
But they could be important.
My name's Murphy McCallan. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Hello. Pleased to meet you. I'm Muffy Carlyle.
Muffy
Wait,
Carlyle.
I think I've heard of you. Doesn't your family run a banking firm in New York?
That's the one. Are you familiar with the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
Actually, the reason I remembered you was because I was amazed the owner had a son named Muffy.
It's a nickname. Nanny gave it to me because my ears were always cold.
How sweet.
What's so important about the pebbles?
It's not the pebbles themselves. It's what's inside them.
What's inside the pebbles?
Dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. I think I'm missing something here. You think there are dinosaurs living inside the rocks?
Not living. They're extinct. Or so I've been told. But skulls, bones, fossils.
Oh, you're a fossil hunter?
That's right. But this beach seems terrible for them.
I don't feel like you know what you're doing,
Why
but that's
is this
okay.
beach terrible for fossil hunting?
Too many people wandering across here. The place has been picked dry. I need somewhere secluded. A beach no one ever goes to. Are you from around here? Do you know anywhere like that?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, do let me know if you find anywhere. I'd pay a pretty penny to go somewhere with potential.
Ivy, thank you for the 55 stream streak. Postcards reached Australia? Wait, I thought they were going the other way, but okay. I thought... I don't know. I don't know how the postal system works. Or maybe you sent some to people in Australia. How are you doing today? You sent the world all over. Well, I'm glad that they're making it, so hopefully mine will be here soon. I did see the mail person come today. I just haven't gone out to check the mail yet. I usually go out like after my workout because then I'm like already hot and sweaty, so then it's like I'm walking outside and it's hot. I'm a bit tired and sick. B, I hope that you feel better soon. Sorry that you're under the weather.
Have you found many fossils before?
Only one. It was in our flower garden. The summer house, actually.
Fascinating. Where did you find it?
In a plant pot.
A plant pot? Shouldn't it have been in the ground?
Yes. Nanny told me she planted it there for me to find. Couldn't stand the look of disappointment on my face.
Oh, this was when you were a child.
No, last week.
Have you been out here long?
Just a couple of hours. Rufus dropped me off just after supper.
Dropped you off, but the causeway is flooded over.
I didn't come via the causeway. I got here on the yacht.
You have a boat?
The Plucky Plesiosaur. I named it myself.
That's cute.
Do you work for your father's company too?
That's right. I'm Executive Director of New Initiatives.
Excuse me.
And what exactly does that entail?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But Papa does say it requires me to be out of the office as much as humanly possible. Muffy, he tells me, if I have to see your face around here, I'll end up moving to Tibet and joining a monastery. So even if I'm not sure exactly what my job is, clearly it is very important.
Bless.
Well, good luck with your search.
I'll never give up. That's the dinosaur way.
V, he's out here like John Hammond trying to find some fossils.
I picked up the vacuum flask from the portable table. It was an empty vacuum flask, used to insulate drinks so they stayed hot or cold.
I wonder if the fish will fit in that. I doubt it.
Peered into the tide pools.
Welcome back.
The neck of the bottle was...
Okay. So we've gone to the beach, we've gone back to Dead Nettle. Let's go to...
My trek through the bayou was easier on the return.
Oh.
My destination glowed green through the bald cypress trees. And then I saw why.
It's
Spirit Queen was
destroyed.
now a smoldering wreck, the embers of the green fire still glowing from within.
Well, okay.
I wondered if I could reach the telegrams.
Oh my god, is the alligator gonna...
Well, that answered that. I may have been new to the bayou, but even I knew that...
Okay.
The riverboat looked like it might collapse at... I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked. There was nothing else of interest in the shack.
Are you sure?
I considered climbing the water tower, and there was plenty of that in the... I may have been new to the bayou.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you got it. I finally remembered to reorder stamps, and so I was like, I'm going to start just sending out random pieces of mail to friends. I enjoy, well, because I get a lot of cards from like the one that the Arbor Day Foundation and like the National Park Society. So I'm like, I'll just send cards out. Send some cards out to friends. My mom was like, you got junk mail, and I was like, how do you know it's junk? And then I was like, this isn't junk, it's from Charles. Not the junk mail.
There wasn't anything to do with the lantern.
Hold on, I got to blow my nose really quick. I would love one someday, but your art mail would be very nice. So I actually reminded myself of that earlier. I need to order some of the Disney Princess. Well, I put that one Briar Rose postcard together, and so I just need to order one and see how it looks. And then I'd love to send some of those out. I still have my international postage, which I think will work for cards as well as postcards. Like for sending things internationally, it's the same price if you send a postcard or if you send a card, because if you send it domestically, postcards are cheaper than sending like cards with envelopes. If you feel like it. What I need to do is go to Nate's parents' house and print, because like I see what Canva shows me it should look like when it's printed. Postcards are cheaper. I mean, buying the postcard is cheaper, but like I said, the postage is the same, like whether I send a card or if I send a postcard. Yeah. But
I needed...
Alright, what are we doing here?
In days gone by, invaders might have exploded gunpowder barrels to get through the fortress's thick and
Okay, I should use the gate. Okay, we don't really need that.
It was a wedding... It was a handmade necklace of a... That wasn't going to work.
Your postcard is a third of a letter postage. I think I still have postcard stamp. I think I have regular mail stamps for the US. I think I have international postage stamps, which work for postcards and regular cards. And then I think I have postcard stamps. I think I have all the stamps now. Also, all postcard rates to all countries are... Oh, that's nice for y'all. Oh. Oh.
Oh, it's you again.
Mallory, what are you doing here on the Bellemore estate? I thought all the locals were too scared to wander around here.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm having a tea party for my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
How cute. And what are you talking about with your new doll?
Our strategy for conquering mortal civilization.
Right.
It's rude not to introduce yourself, you know.
Mallory, have you been practicing ventriloquism?
Are you calling me a dummy?
You can talk?
I'm a head. Talking is one of the few things I can specialize in.
I didn't know that.
You didn't ask. My name, now that you're listening, is Sir Edward Teddington. Or as Miss Wisp here calls me,
Shrunken Ted.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, can we get this tea?
You're not doing very much tea drinking at your tea party.
I couldn't get a handle on the physiology of it. No arms, hands, or esophagus makes this a little trickier than it used to be.
And I am drinking it. Watch.
Not a fan?
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
But an important one to acquire. Tea was the fuel of the British Empire.
Then maybe it would be better in a gas tank.
Mallory was handling the teacup with the tentativeness of a toddler being given castor oil.
May I have
a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Nope.
Now, Mallory, what were we saying about manners?
Oh, yes, right. How do I put this delicately? I'm afraid this is a private engagement exclusively for the Sisterhood of Darkness.
Precisely. Remember, we may be planning on enveloping the world with a new totalitarian empire led by yourself as queen, but that's no reason to be impolite. Manners cost nothing. However, in this case, it is a private engagement.
Could I have your teacup if you're not drinking it?
I am drinking it! Well, I would if it didn't taste so bitter.
Mallory, you shouldn't be inside the Bellemore estate. Don't you know about the disappeared wedding?
You're asking a little girl about murder, black magic, and broken hearts?
She's a monster.
Sorry, I don't want to give you nightmares.
Are you kidding me? I love this stuff! I wrote a paper on it last semester that prompted a parent-teacher intervention.
Hong, how are you doing today?
Haven't you seen the Phantom?
What are you up
The
to?
grumpy guy in the tall hat? Yeah, I've seen him through the windows of the house.
Doesn't he give you nightmares?
Sure does, but those are the kind of dreams I like.
Do you know Sebastian Bach?
Unfortunately.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Okay, yes, you did, but didn't you think it was worth mentioning he was a ghost?
I didn't think you'd be interested. Most grown-ups just don't believe me.
So you can see ghosts?
Ugh, I wish I couldn't. Most of them don't shut up, wailing through the windows all the time. Sebastian's the worst, the booger-brained bighead. Thinks he knows everything.
But the ghosts weren't visible until I cast the summoning spell.
To you, maybe. I mean, they're a lot more visible now. They were just shadowy, glowy things before.
The fact that I conducted an occult spell seemed to be lost on her. Knowing what I did about her, she probably did the same every day before breakfast.
Stress, struggling at work. Well, I'm sorry. Hopefully we can give you a cute little space to relax for a bit while you're here, or just keep you some company while you're stressing. I'm doing okay. We had a random power outage earlier, but it has since been restored, so that's cool. And I got some work knocked out this morning. But I feel like there's something in my left eye, and I've been putting like eye drops in. I've done allergy eye drops. It feels like there's like an eyelash or something that's like caught in there, and I haven't been able. It's just irritating, you know? But like not irritating that it's like hurting my eye, but just like I feel like there's something there. So I'm peachy. My right eye too the last few days. Like I don't know what it like I keep doing the thing where you like pull and I'm like blinking. And like, is there an eyelash that has like curled, like, you know, is it just like sticking in and irritate? Like, what's going on here? Oh, I put a key in there. I wanted to have a fun little sawtooth moment. I'm still working on the jigsaw tape where I explain you the rules because I still have to learn how to wrap. I want it to be fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to like make it a fun engagement where I have to cut behind my eye. Hong, were you here earlier? I was just talking about, I need to watch all of the Saw movies with my friend that I watch TV shows with. Because he's never seen them and I have not seen them all. And he was telling me about like imagining this, he was in this saw trap. And I was like, oh. And then he sent me the video of it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so silly. Just a silly goose. Just a silly goose in a saw trap. Yeah, there's nothing there though. Phantom lash. The phantom lash is so real. And like I've had problems putting in my contact in my left eye. Like I have to pull it out and then like I rinse it and I'm like, what is going on? It's just been a nuisance. I marathoned them last year, but I also had a lot of medicinal help. Oh, were you like recovering? And you're like, I can't move, so I'm just gonna lay here and take my pain meds and watch the Saw movies. Yeah, I don't know if we'll marathon them. Who knows? Maybe. Okay. No, it was edibles. Oh. I gotcha. Yeah, I wish those worked better for me.
It was Sebastian that made you get the tin boat. He altered the toy catalog.
I knew it! Well, that's it. He's going to the top of the hit list once I'm queen of the universe. If you see him, Tell him Pock's in for a shock.
Oh.
So, Ted, that whole time I was carrying you around in my pocket...
Picking me up and stuffing me inside your vest without even a good evening? That's the living for you nowadays. Rude.
I'm very sorry. I've just never encountered a shrunken head that could talk to me before.
Maybe you have, and you just never introduced yourself.
I suppose, but I can't go around introducing myself to every inanimate object that I'm carrying on the off chance that they're supernaturally possessed, can I?
Did you just call me an object? That's objectification right there.
I took a gummy before watching Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Ooh, that sounds not fun at all. Also, y'all, do you know Hong? Hong, you did the streamer thing so well the other day. Do you know Hong means red? Hong was most recently decorating this beautiful mid-century modern house in The Sims 4 and talking about stand-up and improv. I guess it's just improv, but I feel like stand-up goes with it too. Anyway, you should give Hong, smash that like button, give a follow. Hong is just a delight to talk to. Hong's also so kind enough that he had played Dead by Daylight with me before. Even though he knows I'm struggling at Dead by Daylight. But we had a good time. But also, if you see Hong as the killer, you're gonna die. Hong's been practicing. The Debbie Delights. But no, I did really... Hong, do you put your stuff on a gallery? Do you upload your builds to the gallery? Because I feel like I should have called Nate over to see your mid-century modern house when I was watching you yesterday. That was just yesterday, right? Oh my God, I love it. I don't care. I don't see you as the weak link in games. Thank you. Thank you. It's because I bring the sparkling personality. I just like to laugh. I just want to laugh.
How did you end up as a shrunken head, Ted?
Can you believe this, Mallory? Asking about physical impairments just as brazenly as you like.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a sore subject.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Me and the old boys were embarking on a race to the Caribbean, known as the Coconut Rally. 14 days, 14 islands, with only what you can carry on your back to sustain you. It was all going so well, until day 9, when I was told to seek out a tribe of pygmies. Perhaps I got a bit lost, because the village I found was populated by villagers of average height.
Didn't that clue you in that you were in the wrong place?
I thought maybe they were just exceptionally tall pygmies. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, you know. Well, they were a very welcoming people, filling me up on pork and bananas, a nice hot bath in a pot they hung over the fire. But it turns out they held a different philosophy when it comes to head placement and proportion. Still, no use grumbling. That's not the British way. Stiff upper lip. That's what we need.
I do have a good handful of builds on the gallery. I can DM you them. I would love that. Yes, please. Now that I'm like entering into my Sims era, I'm excited to get back with Mrs. White. I think that'll be this coming Sunday. We will, maybe we'll just Sims it up on Simsy Sunday. Since we left off on such a cliffhanger. But if you don't have the same packs as I do, they won't render with all just assets. Okay. Yeah, probably, I don't have a ton. I don't have a ton of packs, but I can at least look at them. And can't you still like incorporate them? It just leaves out like what you don't have. So that could be quite a few things, but you know, I won't know until I figure it out. If you send me your pack list, I can build you a thing. Okay. Let me... can build me a thing. As long as it's not too much trouble. As long as you're not like, this is stressful and time consuming.
Ted, how did you end up on Devil's Rock?
I was brought back here on a merchant ship by a strange man in a top hat who settled on me as a souvenir. Can you believe it? The indignity of being swapped. and saying I was only worth 2 chickens.
I'd say at least 3.
Exactly!
And now you're helping a little girl take over the world, Ted?
Look, I was a little late getting in on the British Empire, and now its height has passed me by. I don't want to miss out again. This is my opportunity to get my foot on the ladder of a new attempt.
More like your chin on the ladder.
Very funny. You know, I have other interests too. You really need to get to know me as a person. I'm very well-rounded.
Of course you're round. You're just ahead.
The jokes just keep coming, don't they?
I mean, I feel like he keeps setting them up.
Well, I'll leave you two to your plans.
Long live the sisterhood!
The teapot was empty. Do you mind if I take this?
Good idea. You can be my butler.
Alright, so we now have...
It was a
teaspoon?
small silver teaspoon.
Alright, we're just collecting shit. There's an umbrella?
The parasol had landed decidedly out of reach.
Can we climb up there?
The parasol had...
Oops, I meant to... Is that the parasol? Yes, it is. The one that we walked across the tightrope with. Do we need to open the carriage doors? Yeah, I love the continuity.
doors were firmly...
How do I... Can I not open it from the inside?
There was nothing else I could... I wasn't going to touch the molasses with my bare hands. With the items I was borrowing across the island, some may...
Do we need more molasses?
The wheel was too...
The wheel was too heavy. Do we need...
Nope.
I'm kind of just like, okay, we're picking things up at this point.
That wasn't going...
Maybe she needs molasses for her tea.
I dunked the teaspoon into the molasses.
Okay, maybe she needs molasses for her tea. Did your internet crash? No, it did not. Our power went out.
Then we bribe the kindergarteners and use them for espionage.
Shh, shh, shh. He's back.
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory. It could be poisoned.
Does this dope look smart enough to brew poison?
Good point. You'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on.
Mmm.
Okay, maybe now she's gonna give me the teacup.
Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
Stream is up for me at the moment. Okay, good. Yeah, the power just went randomly out for, I don't know, 45 minutes, 40 minutes.
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, butler. You shall be spared the dungeons.
But we're all good now.
It was a small porcelain teacup with leftover tea leaves at the bottom.
Okay, so we have... Now, can I take this to Madame Serena or whatever? Lady Planchette?
I considered wading into the pond. Then I realized I had...
What if we put water in this?
The bottle I was carrying would be a... I didn't need...
The bottle, okay. Girl, can you fill this up in the pond?
I filled the bottle with pond water. It was a soda bottle I'd filled...
Okay, I don't know.
Strange to think that I've been supernaturally...
You go, okay, go into the house. Now, where is... She's upstairs. was she in the parlor?
Welcome back, Murphy McCallan.
Take a seat.
I've brought you the tea leaves.
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I need to concentrate.
I love this hand. Real spirit fingers.
Yardley Bellemore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee?
On the stage?
I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged. Among alcoves of the dead, Yardley is still alive. Still alive as brick by brick, he is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped! Look at the painting!
It's very dramatic.
Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
Can I go into his bedroom? Okay, now it opens. Okay, cool. She doesn't rhyme all the time, but she seems to be really into it right now.
The portrait had transformed to show the man being bricked up in an alcove.
Getting bricked up.
I have some more questions.
Ask away.
Are you the one people in the house call the parlor witch?
I've heard that they do. The Bellemore brothers approached me to help research the coffin stone. The brothers did everything they could to understand it. A never-ending investigation into science and the supernatural, ranging from the Atlantic to the Pacific. To my deep regret, I was never able to find a way to destroy the stone's power. With no way to destroy it, the only option was to lock it away where no one could find it.
In the vault beneath the house?
That's right. Deep below the house, within a labyrinth of caves, where we pray no one finds it.
The last time I messed around with this kind of thing, I ended up releasing an evil spirit.
Yes, I sensed what happened with Dr. Moray. I'm afraid that man was lured in by theatrics and promises of power he never actually held.
It looked like he had powers to me.
Rackham's spirit had been reaching out for someone he could dupe, but Rackham was always the puppeteer. Moray had no powers whatsoever, except for those manifested by Rackham.
Does Rackham have powers of his own?
I'm afraid he does, Murphy, although I discovered that far too late, to our great cost. I like to think of myself as knowledgeable about magic, but even I'm not sure what twisted powers Rackham wielded to project himself outside of the house. He seems to have power over visions and nightmares, and used that to put his plan into action.
Is it voodoo?
No.
But the summoning spell that I cast, that seemed like voodoo.
The manuscript you carry in your pocket is far older than the origins of voodoo in this region. It is a real spell. The icons of voodoo that adorn it are merely a distraction. I suspect Rackham has a knowledge of magic far older.
So it's a forgery?
More something in disguise.
MRW, I'm lured in by theatrics and the promise of power I've never held. MRW, me, right when I should call him. That was the skull-faced guy Hong, and he was lured in and then destroyed by Rackham. He was also kind of hot.
Why couldn't he get Dr. Moray to cast a summoning spell?
A wise question. Magic doesn't work equally for everyone. Each spell depends on the person who casts it. Some spells work only for someone whose heart believes. Others work only for the person who rightfully owns the talisman. Some spells, no matter how much is invested in them, simply don't work at all. Moray was the bait, but Rackham needed someone more attuned to actually complete the spell.
Actually. Oh my goodness. Hi, Mexi. How are you doing today? Last streaming 70s style robot anime Geppy X. That is a mouthful. That sounds interesting. But I hope that you're having a beautiful day. What are you up to? He was hot, right? Well, we'll just... We still have Ned, and there's a new ferry captain. Crab McCready, something like that. It's a crazy PS1 game. I mean, just the title alone is giving 70s style. But I love that you're playing something, so I kind of like want to see what it looks like. Okay, this is like... Oh wait, you can get it on Steam? Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on that. In this image. Cuckoo bananas. Love cuckoo bananas, my goodness. Maxie, what are you up to? Are you having, is it your lunchtime? I had a slice of leftover quiche for lunch and I'm already like, I need more food.
I traded Dr. Moray for the Gree that enabled the summoning spell.
No, Murphy. Moray may have been the broker, but you cast your trade into his spirit pool.
Cast your trade.
You traded Rackham for the Gree, the same Gree that unleashed that terrible spell on Abigail.
How's the mortals? It's going okay. We're solving some puzzles. We need to get 3 keys from these brothers so we can get down beneath the house to get this evil stone. So we are currently looking for the first brother, Yardley, who was an actor who got bricked up. That's how he got murdered.
Tell me again.
Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. You must find a way inside. There's something in your...
Okay, so I need to go to his bedroom.
I should get back.
May fate...
Alright, we're gonna go... I'm bricked up too. Girl, take some Metamucil. Most murders begin like that. Most murders, a murder most foul. Oh my god, this room is way too much. This room is way too much.
I opened the tap on the gas tank. Nozzles hissed, a cloud of cold mist billowed out, and from the machine came a smattering of dry ice. I didn't need to pour water on that.
This is like a nightmare.
Looking good, Murphy.
Like, oh my god, what's his name? Cordelia's roommate? Dennis? Phantom Dennis? Love Phantom Dennis. Yes, just like Phantom
only
Dennis.
A myriad of theatrical costumes, not one of which I wanted to wear around the island.
Poor Dennis.
I had more urgent things to do than cozy up with a book. I couldn't pick up the dry ice with my bare hands.
Oh, we can put the dry ice in the flask.
I collected the dry ice in the flask. That would keep it from melting, at least for the time being.
Okay, so we have dry...
It was a vacuum flask filled with dry ice. The flask was keeping the ice solid for the time being.
Okay, so that is what maybe is going to help us. Let's save. I love Phantom Dennis. I just wanted to show about Cordelia living with Phantom Dennis. That's all I wanted. Alright, so we have dry ice. It's going to help us open the crypt, which is maybe at the cemetery? Or at the church?
Returning to St. Juniper's Church, it was clear by the illuminated windows and the repetitive hum of a newly placed generator that the rum runners had made themselves at home.
Rum runner. The jalopy.
I didn't need to drive the car. The stitching was too tight to undo with my hands.
Oh, scissors it, or knife it. I sizzle, I scorch, but now I pass the torch.
Deciding the jalopy was so beat up that a little more damage wouldn't be noticed, I cut open the stitch.
This stitch, this stitch.
I pulled the spring from the ripped seat cushion.
Unstitchable. Was there anything else we needed in here?
I tried to turn the bolt with my hands, but couldn't get a good grip.
We're just taking this car apart. They left it parked here with the door open. What did they think was going to happen? This is a hotbed of crime. This place is a hotbed of crime. Who are we going to honk at? Mishi, welcome back. Oh, my Wi-Fi borked too. Well, welcome back. How are you doing today? It's good to see you.
I didn't need the fuse. Without a second fuse installed, I couldn't do anything with it. The sticker read, "Property of the Dead Nettle Police Department, not to be removed."
Well? Should we go? Do we want to talk to the run runners?
Musket! Did you hear that?
Will you stop twitching, Morris? You're making me nervous.
Sorry, boss. I just don't know if we should be doing this.
Doing what?
Using a church for morally dubious activities. Theology lays out pathways and guidelines to keep us on the moral road to righteousness.
Did one of those barrels hit you on the head, Morris? Quit your belly aching. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm getting the spooks, boss. This church has a lot of dead people. What if they don't like us being in here?
Is that what you're worried about? Ghosts ain't real. Now hush up about it.
I don't know, boss. The scientific consensus on paranormal activity still seems to be inconclusive. I read a book about it last week, and it's really giving me the heebie-jeebies.
What have I told you about reading? It's no good for you. It gives you delusions of grandeur and indigestion.
Sorry, boss.
Just for the sake of argument, this book you was reading. What did it say about ghosts?
It said that there are 3 signs for detecting paranormal activity.
What's the first sign?
First, the temperature drops as the ghost's presence descends upon the locality.
Well then, until we start getting the chills, there ain't nothing to worry about.
I'm glad that you're okay. I'm playing a game soon that I think you would be into. The Crimson Maid. It's a murder mystery involving a cuntylicious diva. Ooh, okay. To the... You had me at cuntylicious diva? I haven't even heard of that, Mexi. What it like... Explore a noble estate? Oh my goodness. I love the look of it. Romance with murder mystery. As a young cleric who must resist or give in to the charms of a strikingly beautiful maid. Well, gonna be resisting that. Gonna be resisting that one. But yeah, I'm in. You're playing it soon. Okay, are you gonna be streaming it soon? Or are you gonna be playing it off stream? Also, hi Sean, thank you for getting your daily download. Are we going to talk to the rum runners?
If the rum runners realized I was inside their hideout... Psst.
Okay.
Did you hear that, boss?
We must be imagining things. What did you say the first sign of paranormal activity was?
A drop in temperature, boss.
Okay, so we need to put this here. And that should make the temperature go down. Look. My mists. My cold mist is gonna get them.
I'm getting the shivers, boss. It feels like I got a brain freeze, and I ain't even slammed down a snow cone.
You don't got a brain to get froze. It is feeling chilly, though, ain't it?
That's the first sign of ghosts, boss.
Don't be a crybaby. But, just for safety, what's the second sign of ghosts?
The ghost's presence begins to interfere with the electric fields, most commonly seen manifesting as flickering lights.
Okay, so now we gotta make the lights flicker.
It wouldn't have been wise. Turning the fan off would have... Now wasn't the time for a sit-down.
Oh, I didn't realize I could go back this way.
I couldn't see any. I couldn't risk going up.
Okay, so we're probably gonna have to mess with the generator. We're gonna have to mess with the generator.
I didn't think the rum run.
Okay. On stream. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I will be able to make it and watch you. Now, can I just, like, cut? I can't. It won't let me. We got Pink Dot. Does every puzzle game require a fuse puzzle? Apparently.
I couldn't do that.
Okay. I think we can take the spring to the lady. At least I know to do that. Or at least I think to do that. I slept for 12 hours, so I'm going to be up for a while now. Good for you for getting some... Hopefully it felt restorative.
This is why I need to switch to electric.
Okay, ma'am.
Maybe this will help?
What do you think you're doing?
I fixed it for you.
I'm going to need to recalibrate the whole thing now.
No need to say thank you.
She's so angry.
You're lucky. There's something fishy about you, Murphy McCallan. I can smell a story on a person like rotten eggs in an egg salad.
Ew.
And currently it's the 4th of July summer picnic and someone forgot to put the bowl in the refrigerator last night.
Okay, that was a lot.
I picked up the freshly printed sheet of paper.
And this will help us. This is what we need for...
It was a typesetter's calibration sheet.
The spirit board. He sounds like Fry from Futurama. I looked at the voice actors earlier. I didn't click to see who each person did, though, because Dizzy thought one of the voices was from some other game. I can't remember. Hi, Chris. How are you doing? Happy Monday to you, too. Pretty. That's how pretty you are.
Yes?
Hi.
You're pretty.
What are you working on now?
A clarification. A local dancer is moving off the island and looking to get rid of some furniture. But my piece asking if there was any interest in Hoochie Coochie dancer Lulu Leroy's huge chest got a much bigger response than we expected. And not for the right reasons.
Hoochie Coochie dancer.
Am I right in thinking you're not from around here?
Good call, McCallan. Santa Monica, California. Born and bred. Hadn't even been to Devil's Rock before I got the job. The divine irony is that I got this job due to a misleading ad in a newspaper. Seeking newspaper editor for dynamic community, exciting stories, amazing opportunities. What nonsense. But now I'm here. Nonsense is all I have to write about.
Why did you stay in Dead Nettle?
I came down with a horrible case of temporary insanity.
Health issues?
No. I started dating a notary named Jonathan. Right after I'd taken out a mortgage, I stumbled across his dalliances with the fishmonger's wife, the ironmonger's wife, and the cheesemonger's wife. Knowing his type, I decided I'd become a warmonger, and I set fire to his belongings. I last saw him picking through his charred underpants on my front porch. Now he's off in Rancho Cucamonga with some flapper named Anastasia, and I'm still financially tied to this island.
I'm trying to track down 3 dead bodies.
A serial killer? In Dead Nettle? This could be gold. When did this happen? This morning? Last night?
No, 33 years ago.
33 years ago? That's not journalism, that's archaeology.
I think I better be going.
My door's always open. I broke the hinge earlier.
So we have one more piece of the puzzle that we'll need to take to Madame Planchette, but I'm wondering if we go out to talk to the gravedigger. Oh, where's he? Oh, he's actually digging?
Now that I'd looked upon the lifeless face... I didn't need to warm my hands on the stove.
I hear digging. I smell
I scanned the
children.
headstone. I looked to the bottom of the grave, but can only... Good evening, Edgar.
Ah, plastic. Not again. I go all night as the only one in this cemetery with a pulse. Then here you are bringing me 2 steps closer to losing it. What do you want now?
Just taking a look around. It's peaceful here.
It was.
Happy Tuesday, happy time zone.
What are you digging?
I thought the cemetery could do with a swimming pool. Put out some deck chairs, maybe a tiki bar. What do you think I'm digging? Another grave.
Who's this one for?
Reginald Goff. He was the state executioner in the next parish over.
How did he die?
His last convict was a bit nervous about being executed by the electric chair.
Hi,
When
BB.
Goff asked him if he had
Thank you
any
so much for the
final
9 months.
requests. The convict asked if he could hold his hand for support.
Shocking.
Then
had a
I've got
baby.
Marigold McGee to deal with before I can clock off. That'll be a headache.
How are you doing? How is your Monday going? How's your afternoon? Happy Twitch baby to us. What should we name the Twitch baby? Britannica? I'm being a lazy girl. Good for you. Are you... Okay, does that mean you're like wearing a fuzzy bathrobe and have slippers and you're like laying on your fainting couch, watching Twitch and reading and eating bonbons and maybe some Flamin' Hot Cheetos? I need to buy some Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's been a while. It's been like 2 months. Well, thank you for coming by to be a lazy girl with us. With me. I'm just questioning people.
What's so difficult about Marigold McGee?
She asked for her remains to be scattered across the island.
That doesn't seem so bad.
The problem is she didn't want to be cremated.
Oh.
The ghost stories are real.
Well, I don't want to hear them. I don't like to think about ghosts.
Why not?
Because they'd be bad for business. I have my work cut out here with the dead as it is. Imagine if they came back asking for a refund.
No, even better. I'm watching Golden Girls and wearing PJs and watching... Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I'm so happy for you. Hopefully today is like a restorative, rejuvenating reset.
Has the cemetery been here long?
This cemetery is the whole reason Devil's Rock is populated. Back when the mainland was first settled, they used to ship off the bodies of undesirables to be buried here. The criminals and paupers. St. Juniper's Church up on the hill was one of the first structures here, along with the fort. So that's what this place became. A cemetery island. A place where only Beelzebub himself would take the bodies that were interred in its soil.
Interred.
The Devil's
Interred.
Rock.
Creepy.
That was a lot. This reminds me of that video clip. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Yeah, some of these characters have a lot to say. Watching Golden Girls makes me want cheesecake. Thinking about you watching Golden Girls and like if we were, I'm like, we would have to get cheesecakes. All different flavors of cheesecakes.
Is that the sanctuary crypt in the hillside?
That's right. Must be the oldest crypt in the cemetery.
Is there a way inside?
Not that I know of. I've never been in there. I don't think it's been used for centuries. There's a local legend that a tunnel runs into the crypt from the church. An old escape route. But if it's real, I've never found it.
Okay, so we gotta get the rum runners out so that we can get into the tunnel.
What's that carving on the front of the sanctuary crypt?
Beats me. Just a fancy schmancy decoration, I assumed.
Fancy
But now that you
schmancy.
mention it, I do think I've seen that pattern.
It's in the
somewhere
church window.
before.
I think the rum runners are using the church as a hideout.
What do you want me to do about it?
Shoot
My
them.
job description says I deal with the outside. It's the vicar's responsibility to take care of the inside. I'm just contracted for the grounds and the graves.
I do need some cheesecake, right? We could all go for some cheesecake if people like the cheesecake. I'm hoping, I need to see if Aldi has a key lime cheesecake. I feel like in the summertime they will randomly have it.
Do you know what happened to the vicar of St. Juniper's Church?
Foskett was his name. Disappeared along with everyone else at the manor during the Bellemore wedding.
Did you get along with him?
No! Miserable guy he was. Fortunately, we came to an understanding.
An understanding?
Let's just say that one night, I might have witnessed a certain clergyman through the vestry window. Off his head on communion wine, wearing a crinoline over his cassock, singing, "We 3 kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair." He couldn't look me in the eye after that. The only way we communicated was through notes on the parish bulletin board. And that's the way I liked it.
Good heavens. I'd rather have ice cream. What kind of ice cream?
There's a dead body over at Bellemore Manor hanging from a tree.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
Shouldn't you bury it?
If it manages to wander its way over here, I'll bury it. Until then, I'm not stepping foot onto the Bellemore estate. I've heard the stories about the Phantom, and I'm not risking my shut-eye to rescue a cadaver from a tree like some stuck kitten.
Do you know who the hanged man is?
Beats me. But from what I've heard, it's been there ever since that wedding night.
I'd best be running along.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we need a fuse to mess with the lights.
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not if whoever sealed this. It was a car horn from the Rum Runner's jalopy.
Chocolate fudge sundae with brownie. That sounds delicious. I prefer fruit or yogurt.
I could see the shadows of the Rum Runners moving around.
I do enjoy a good yogurt for breakfast. If I eat breakfast. I didn't have breakfast today, just tea. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to... I'm wondering if I can get into the basement to take the fuse.
Good evening, Father.
Hello.
Are you prepared?
In every way, except one. I still haven't found my Bible.
Shouldn't you be...
The Lord. Furthermore, I have no... I would very much...
Okay, so we need to find his Bible, maybe. Runner, you really need to watch the Cthulhu horror mobile game I told you about long ago. It reminds me of this. Okay. I don't think I have yet. And I think I forgot.
Do you know anything about the Sanctuary Crypt?
Oh, I certainly do. History is a bit of a passion of mine. When Devil's Rock was first colonized, the only inhabitants were the monks of the church and the soldiers of the fort. The monks provided luxuries like woven blankets, carved utensils, and certain brewed drinks. In return, the fort defended the monks from raids.
By pirates?
Yes, but also by the European powers in the Caribbean. Their final line of defense was a hidden escape tunnel. According to legend, the fort had a beacon atop its tallest tower. If it was lit, the light would shine through the church's rose window, and the monks could open a secret passage and retreat to safety.
I should probably have been paying attention to that.
How did they
Now, there's a mystery. Of course, the beacon was never lit while I was there. It hadn't been for hundreds of years.
Would the secret passage still open if the lighthouse was lit?
I can't say I know. Maybe. It would be worth trying. It's an electric light now, of course, but I haven't the foggiest if that would make a difference.
Who installed the electric light on top of the fort?
That was Cecil Bellemore. He was blessed with electrical ingenuity. I was told the lighthouse needed to be upgraded to handle the ship traffic coming into Deadnettle for the Bellemore Trading Company.
We 3 kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair.
Oh, how drastic, no elastic, not very safe to wear. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I best be heading off.
May God be with...
Good evening, Colonel.
What? Not until next Thursday, I think. Leave it there, boy.
Is there anything else on the skeleton?
This must have been...
Nope. I'm gonna have to look up the name of that Cthulhu game. don't remember. Okay, wait, where did these people go? Okay, can I get the fuse from down here?
As I descended back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer working. Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved. The fuse had blown, taking the small glass cover with it. With questionable regard for my own safety.
Okay, so if we put a damaged fuse in...
ground.
Then it should cause the lights to flicker, right?
It was a faulty fuse inside the glass.
Okay, do we want to maybe focus on that before we... Actually, let's just go ahead and take... We can go ahead and take the thing to her.
I didn't have anything to talk to him about. Hello, Rupert.
Hello again, Murphy. Have you given any more thought to my offer?
You mean the offer to poison me?
Well, you needn't put such a negative spin on it. Personally, I think death's just got a bad rap.
I suppose if the Grim Reaper showed up in a glittery tuxedo jacket instead of a hooded cloak, we'd all be much more on board with it.
Exactly. We all have misconceptions about the afterlife. I used to think we were reincarnated. But the fact that I have the same neck wrinkles and big belly, just now translucent blue, has certainly put the lid on that theory.
Why did you believe in reincarnation?
Well, it was more for the social aspect, really. We used to have monthly past life parties. There's something to do at the weekend, you know. You dress up as the person you used to be, until the venue asked us not to come back.
What happened?
It was a disaster waiting to happen, to be honest. By the last one, we had 3 different members claiming to be Napoleon. They decided the best way to figure out who was genuine was by seeing who would be the first to reconquer Western Europe. We had one person claiming to be Ebenezer Scrooge, despite the stumbling block of his being a fictional character. The final straw was that we had one Julius Caesar and one Brutus. They got in a fist fight outside the venue when Julius tried to jab Brutus with a French loaf from Bon Ton Bakery, shouting, "Baguette too, Brute!" He said afterwards he was just trying to even things up.
Wow. Yes, in theory it should cause the entire electrical system to bork. That's what we need to do to cause some flickering lights to take the realm runners out.
Who did you think you were reincarnated from?
Anne Boleyn's my best guess. She had green sleeves, didn't she? And I often have such a splitting headache that a whole beheading thing might come as a relief. How about you, Murphy? Do you think you had a past life?
If so, I can't imagine what I did to deserve the life I've got now. Can I attend one of your past life parties?
If we get them up and running again, I don't see why not. You need to pay the membership fee, though. $50 per person. I know, I thought it was expensive when I joined up too. But it's worth the gamble. You only live once, don't you?
Did you say Rackham took an interest in the poison garden?
That's right. Asking me all sorts of questions.
What did he want to know?
He was asking which ones could drug a person. Ended up rather captivated by the indigo ivy.
What happens if it's used as a drug?
Just a few leaves in a cup of tea would have you paralyzed for hours. There are no ill effects once you come back round, though. And for all the plants here, it's probably one of the benign ones.
Unless you're bricked up alive before it's worn off. Do you have any indigo ivy left?
I don't. It was all missing the morning after Rackham asked about it.
Well, no time to stop and smell the roses. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Murphy.
I couldn't see anything I could do with the statue.
Oh wait, wasn't the fountain going earlier?
The fountain had long run dry and...
Maybe not.
I couldn't see anything.
Oh wait, maybe I can take the shovel.
Examining the overgrowth. Do you mind if I borrow this shovel?
Oh, go right ahead. I already dug up those naughty thorns. It's funny, even when things are dead, they can still cause trouble.
They gotta stay bricked up. Constipation.
It was a sturdy shovel spattered with dirt.
Okay, let's go talk to Madame Planchet. Okay, so I have something to say. Shantae, you stay. I thought bricked up meant to have a boner. See, I thought it meant that you were constipated. The cupola. Do we need to do anything with the string pipe?
Drain pipe had twisted, and I
have to rethink a lot of conversations I've had and realize I've been wrong my whole life. I mean, David, we could both be right. Two things can be right at the same time. Regional difference, maybe. I mean, bricked up to me just sounds like, I'm backed up, I'm bricked up.
Welcome back, Murphy McCallan. Take a seat.
Brandy, thank you for the 35 stream streak. I hope work is going well for you. Thanks for the lurk. This is when 10,000% one of them. Context matters.
I found something that could be used as a spirit board.
Yes, that will work. Even if it will take a lot of concentration on my part.
Okay, well, what are you getting paid for? What else are you going to do with your non-life?
Cecil Bellemore, we now implore. Where do you rest forevermore?
Yeah, Cecil, where are you?
I sense a hidden place. A laboratory known only to Cecil. A secret refuge for study and invention, and desperate attempts to reconcile science and the supernatural. But he's been followed. Unknown to Cecil, someone lies in wait in the darkness and is about to look at the painting.
What happened to Cecil? Oh, we got stabbed in the back? Really? That's it?
Cecil's body lies in a hidden laboratory, and you must find it. Cecil never told anyone where he conducted his work, but in happier times he created a treasure hunt for his brothers, were they ever to seek him out. That is your lifeline, Murphy. Follow the trail of clues to reach that laboratory. I sense the first clue lies in Cecil's bedroom.
Serpents and spiders and tail of a rat, calling the spirits wherever they're at. Call them. Get up in here, spirits. I will be decorating for Halloween with my Ouija board again. Wait, where did that maid go? Ew,
I'd already carried a shrunken head around earlier that night. I didn't want to start a trend by lugging around other unnerving abominations. And I especially didn't want this one talking to me.
Cecil, your room is like creepy and gross.
The bag was empty of everything but papers covered in an unintelligible scrawl. The books covered all manner of scientific subjects, magnetism, thermodynamics, chemistry, and much more, none of which I had the time or understanding to read. I searched through the pockets of the lab coat.
Nothing? Get a little something something.
To my surprise, I found something. A small silver coin.
Oh.
It was an old silver coin. At its center were 2 lines of text, but they were too small to read with the naked eye.
We need to go to the jeweler's to read them.
The apparatus looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess with it. Who knew what sort of reaction I might set off?
Apparatus. Dodge apparatus. Okay, let's go to the jeweler.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Jasper.
Could I use your microscope to look at this coin I found?
Oh, Are you a fellow fan of numismatics?
I prefer the old ones.
Yeah, never mind. Go right ahead.
Now what in gay hail?
With the microscope calibrated, the coin's writing came into focus. It read, into the palm of a
The
prince.
statue in the garden
The inscription
area.
must have been a clue in Cecil's treasure hunt. I
'Cause
just
it's a
had to
prince.
find the prince's palm he was referring
Yes.
to.
Oh my god, could you imagine if we had taken like 2 weeks off from playing this game and coming back to it? I'd have been like, excuse me? Excuse me? Run, Murphy, run. Rackham's gonna get you.
Following the inscription on the coin and realizing that the metallic statue depicted an Indian prince, I took a close look at the statue's palm. For the first time, I noticed a slight circular indentation, about the size of a coin. I placed the coin into the statue's hand. It fit the indentation exactly, into the palm of a prince. No sooner had I done it than I heard sparks and hums coming from inside the statue. That's when I realized it wasn't a statue at all. It was an automaton. A robotic figure made to move with cogs, wires, and
It is the Haunted Mansion.
It seemed to be fighting to move, but then, nothing.
Well, blow me over with a dandelion. I didn't expect anyone to get that working again.
It's not doing much.
Joints will be frozen, I should think. No wonder after all these years. Another job for me to do, and a dangerous one at that. Who knows how many volts Master Cecil ran through that thing to get it moving.
The automaton seemed unable to move.
So we need to oil it up. We need to grease him up. What about throwing water?
Nope.
I don't have...
That wasn't going to work.
Alright, well... Let's go back to the church then. And plug this faulty fuse in.
If flickering lights were what would scare the rum runners, I turned the dial to redirect the electricity through the faulty fuse.
Boss! The lights are flickering! That's gotta be a coincidence. Or a sign of ghosts! What did you say the third sign of paranormal activity was, Morris? The tolling of a bell!
I think that should be easy enough,
The
right?
tolling of a bell was the third sign of ghostly activity. It was time to ring in the witching hour.
Oh yes it is.
The bell! A chill in the air. Flickering lights. The tolling of the bell. Do you think it's... Ghost! Run for your life!
The Scooby-Doo run. Shaggy with his arms straight out.
Start, you blasted car! Why are we not moving, Musket? Because out of that long line of automobiles on Delancey Street, you decided to steal something less reliable than a politician's promise! Start, you rust bucket! It started, Musket. There we go. And now, we floor it.
Wait, where was the item? There was an item that was like right here. Oop. They're dead now. They're gonna be ghosts.
We crashed, Musket. I can see that we crashed, Morris. Well, there's only one thing we can do. What's that, boss? Run for our lives!
I don't know where you're gonna run on an island, but good for you. The latest Infinity Nikki update has automatons, and her new ability is machinery something. Machinery something. Interesting. She turns into the Tin Man.
I
and
didn't
just
need
stands
any
there.
more rum. The collection plate was empty. The window is even more beautiful in person, adorning the altar below it like a crown. And that's when I noticed something. Below the window was a cross-shaped indentation in the wood that made me think something was missing. The text read, "In the light find the cross, for it shall bring you safe passage."
There's a light.
Taking the book, I realized it was an old Bible with a thicker layer of dust than a nudist's summer wardrobe.
Oh. I love the wittiness. Okay, so that's obviously the vicar's.
At night, the colors of the stained glass window were impossible to make out. The church and the fort must have had some meaning to them. I pressed the indentation, but it seemed like it was meant for something specific. At the back of my mind, I had the notion I'd seen a crucifix of the same shape somewhere before. I pressed the indent. It seemed like it was meant for...
Alright, so we need to take the Bible back to... Oops, I'll just do a new little savey. Oops, not here. I'm already lost and I've been to this house a million times. Okay, it's his cross. Give me that cross, bitch. That cross is mine, bitch.
Is this the Bible you've been looking for?
My word, that it is, my boy. Oh, where did you find it?
Fallen down the side of a cabinet back in St. Juniper's church.
People do say they find faith in the most unexpected places, but down the side of furniture is certainly one of the most common. I'm most indebted to you. Is there anything I can give you to show my appreciation?
Actually, I did have my eye on that crucifix you're wearing.
Ah, are you looking for spiritual guidance, my child?
Absolutely. Particularly if it guides me to something hidden in St. Juniper's church.
Then I shall give it to you with my deepest thanks.
It seems smaller than I thought it would be.
Let it guide you to where you want to go.
It was an ornate metal crucifix scratched and tarnished from centuries of use.
Okay. To the church.
What a relief. My Bible returned to me. Why, if I hadn't gotten it back, we would have had to cancel the wedding.
Hi, Hob. I just got my physical big box copy of this game. How is it? It is a lot of fun. I have struggled with maybe a couple of puzzles where I was like on the right track, but just not quite there. But overall, it's great. It's the typical walk around, collect as many random items as you can. You kind of start to piece it together. I'm really enjoying it. How are you doing? How was the rest of your retro gaming day? It's nice you got a physical big box copy. What, like, is it on a specific system, or did you get like an actual CD-ROM? Oh, I guess they already left. Oh, there's the crank.
Picked
Okay.
up the starter crank from the jalopy seat.
Okay, start crank. What am I going to use this for?
It was the metal crank from the Rum Runner's jalopy, the type used to start a motor.
The type used to start a motor. Okay, so there's something with the motor that we're going to need.
The crucifix slid smoothly into the indentation, like the final piece in a jigsaw puzzle.
Dark blue button, orange button, blue button.
I pressed the button and the panes of glass in the window above seemed to change, but it was hard to tell at night. Without sunlight behind them, all the colors were indistinguishable from one another.
Okay, so we need the lighthouse to go, I guess. We need the lighthouse to be on. Graved coin, the crank. I need lube for the automaton.
I didn't have the first clue how to fix...
Okay. Okay, she was having this tea party. The parasol was back there. Church, the beach. I guess let's go back to, I don't have a map to show him where we want to go yet. I guess the Captain's Club? Good, I kickstarted it and it was an option, so I snagged it. I'm pretty sure the big box is just sort of a collector's edition because it came with the Steam. Okay, there's an OST. Okay, that's awesome. Have we talked about Kickstarter before? Because I'm a big Kickstarter hoe. I love kickstarting things and then not playing them forever.
I had nothing else to say to feel it. I had nothing else to say to Captain Moot. It was clear he wasn't going to turn on the lighthouse light until it got foggy.
Well, how do I make it foggy? Do I need more dry ice to make it seem foggy? Is that what I need to do? Run, Murphy. Okay, let's get more dry ice. Because that'll make it seem foggy. Can we just take the whole machine?
The machine looked ready to operate.
Okay. Let us go back to Dead Nettle. Okay, what if we put the dry ice in the window box? Is this really gonna work? Girl, look how foggy it is, girl. Oh my goodness.
Dry ice clattered into the metal window box. I thought it best to leave the dry...
Oh my god, it's so foggy. Okay, now what?
I had nothing else to say to Cap...
Do I need to blow the dry ice in somehow? I turned off the fans.
I thought it best to leave... That didn't...
I've since backed way off. I commented on a project once and saw I got the super backer tag on my profile. I looked up what it meant and it's because I backed 100 things in 1 year. That's fair. That's fair. I can see how that could be. I have backed off too. I don't get on and browse anymore. It's usually like somebody I already follow talking about like their next project or a friend's project. I'm like, okay, I will check into this. But yeah, okay, come on, super backer. Okay, so
the ceiling fans were off. The ceiling fans were off.
How do I get them to suck up the dry ice into here?
I needed to think of something else. The ceiling fans were...
Okay, maybe if I turn them back on? I feel like I'm on the right track. I just have some struts missing from my track. Yeah, we've done enough for the gaming industry. We paid our dues, right? And I still have Sea of Stars that I backed that I haven't played. I have something with rats. It was like a rat Metroidvania type game or mouse Metroidvania. I finally played Coral Island. Oh, maybe I put the water. Maybe I put the water on the dry ice. Duh. Maybe. Maybe this is it. Right? Yes. Okay, Diva. Let's go Brainiac Genius, Diva. Come on, mama. Get that fog rolling.
I poured the contents of the bottle onto the dry ice, and immediately it started to evaporate, filling the area with mist.
Girl, it's foggy. You better get out of here. Thank you. Thank you.
I told you, I don't work here.
Do you know how to work a lock at least?
Sure I do.
Right. Well, the fog's coming in, and someone needs to switch on the lighthouse light. I would do it myself, but that fort's danker than the inside of a sailor's trousers.
Oh.
Use this key to unlock the gate, then turn on the light with the switch on the ramparts. Think you can handle that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I had nothing else to say.
Okay, let's go to the lighthouse. Or the fort, whatever.
I jiggled the...
Oh my god, we finally made it in here.
It was the gunpowder barrel the cat had knocked over. There wasn't any...
I really appreciate...
Coat of arms depicted 4 lines.
I was like, I really appreciate the highlight things in this game.
I had an unobstructed view across the entire southeastern coast of the island. Cliffs and crags, waves and water, and an endless horizon.
Wait, Pingadot, did I tell you that I played the Aloe Gloom demo? And I absolutely loved it. It reminded me a lot of Frambo. I wish you could permanently have it. Yeah, me too. Fiona, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Happy Monday.
I needed to load some gunpowder into the cannon first.
I loved it. Yeah, I'm like, I cannot wait for this full game to come out. Please come soon.
I was pretty sure the ramrod was only intended to be...
Okay, so I need to put stuff into the thing first.
The lighthouse light was off.
Oh, we'll just flick the switch here. There's a light. Now I need to turn it to St. Juniper's Church. Well, that's not far enough. There we go. There we go.
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms that 5 steps were required. Gunpowder, shot, ramrod, aim, fire.
Okay, well, I don't know what we're shooting at, and I don't think I have a cannonball or anything to shoot yet, but that's okay. I had immediately addressed my Nikki as the Mothbinder. I love that. I'm very interested in the lore of that game. I want to know more. The game's going well. It's a fun point and click, and I feel like I'm making some progress. Some decent progress. I'm having a good time. We have to find keys from these 3 brothers that were murdered, and we're hopefully on the right path to find the first key. Okay, the stained glass window.
Walking into the church, I was presented with the sight of the stained glass window illuminated beautifully by the lighthouse beam. They lined up perfectly.
Beautiful. Okay. But how's your day going? How was your weekend?
With the lighthouse light illuminating the window, pressing the button, I noticed something had changed in the stained glass window. Whatever mechanical process it used was a mystery to me. Pressing the button caused the panes of glass to tilt, ever so slightly, so that the white light from the fort was split into 4 different colors that seemed to dance around the window.
Okay, well, like, what's the pattern we're trying to match? You know what I mean? So does, like, each one need to be... Okay, so that one's done, I think. Oh, okay, I didn't realize.
With the lighthouse light illuminating...
Girl. Wait a minute. There's only 2 dark blue. Do the dark blue and the dark blue, but then where does the green go? Who did this to me? Why is this happening to me? Blue, orange, red, dark blue. Dark blue, red, blue, orange. Okay. I know... I don't think that there's any color in the cemetery on the crypt thing. I don't think there's a clue.
I couldn't see any way to open whoever.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be that smart.
I thought I'd leave.
Weekend went good. Went to the Albuquerque Route 66 Centennial Celebration and then pole dance and board games. But today I decided to be like, screw you, with a flat tire that almost made me late to my dental appointment. And then I had to get all 4 tires replaced as the leak was in the front tire and unfixable. My back tire tread was already in the yellow. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the rest of the day is going to be a lot more gentle and kinder to you. I'm glad you got your tires fixed, though. I'm glad that you had the resources to get them fixed. So now you will be safe out on the road. And hopefully you got your dentist appointment. Everything went smoothly, but man, what a Monday. Mondays. Ack. As Kathy says, ack. Okay, and so there's only 2 red. There's all the green.
With the lighthouse light.
Give it to me, Pinka Dot. Give it to me. Probably not. I got a 13-hour shift coming up and I'm on 2 hours of sleep. Well, handle it. Or be like, I'm not coming in today. I can't make it today. You're just gonna have to barrel through it. Well, I'm sending you all the energy that I have and all the good wishes to get through it. I do think you can solve without additional info. I wish. I need to save my PTO. I was like, if you're going to work right now, we'll keep you company for as long as I'm on. If you can have company, but sending you good vibes. Good vibes. Energy vibes. And hoping that tomorrow is like not as awful. Hoping tomorrow is less, there's no mechanical problems, no car issues. I froze, so I don't know. I love your idea. Yes. Shoot it my way. Toot it and boot it. Toot it and boot it. So I think the colors in the circles might be telling which colors need to be on the outside or inside. Then the greenish one will do something. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, if we get all the greens. There we go. Okay, we were on the right path.
The stained glass window clicked into place, forming a translucent cross at the center. I heard a rumble behind me.
Thank you for the help.
Sound of antique machinery somewhere beneath the stone floor.
Sacre bleu.
The uneven stone staircase descended beneath the church into a dark, narrow tunnel.
Do we need a flashlight? What is that? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
I considered taking one of the skulls, but each seemed firmly immovable and really creepy. I considered taking and...
You don't want to take a skull? What if you use the knife?
I didn't want to disturb...
Okay, fine.
The passageway twisted far away from the church, finally emerging in a round room lit only by a pale shaft of moonlight filtering through a narrow hole above. Tombs surrounded me in solemn silence. I had found the sanctuary crypt.
We found it, y'all.
I couldn't reach the chandelier.
This is the brick wall. This is where the body is.
Brickwork was crumbling, and although I couldn't dislodge it with my bare hand...
This is where Yardley? Was that his name?
That wasn't
the shovel.
I needed to know what was on the other side of that wall, and this was a situation that called for some straightforward destruction.
Yes. Bash it, baby. Phantom Dennis, are you here? Just shove that shovel right back in.
I examined the skeleton for clues, but only his key seemed of any value. You're free now, Yardley. He can't keep you imprisoned anymore.
Oh. Oh. Still got all them teeths.
So you are the mortal who is trying to find the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor before me.
Rackham.
You know who I am.
Rackham.
Surely you must also know that you have started down a foolish path. It will only end in your death, Murphy McCallan.
I know all about your plan, Rackham.
My plan will succeed with or without your interference. I'm afraid you're making a terrible mistake, McCallan. For your own sake, I suggest you leave this island for good.
Never. Whether you like it or not, I'm part of this story now too.
Don't let it be said I didn't warn you. If you're so interested in being friends with the dead, perhaps it's time you joined them. Just as Yardley Bellemore was entombed alive, so shall you be.
Oh god, what's gonna happen? And that's how he died?
Rackham's spell had transported me somewhere I couldn't immediately place. I was lying down, my arms pinned to the side of me, my hands only able to feel the grain of the wooden boards to the sides and above and below me. And then I heard the noise, something thudding on the boards above me.
And that's how Regina George died.
I was being buried alive.
Oh, we have the horn.
That wasn't going to... The sealed coffin would have muffled the noise too much for Edgar to hear it. I fumbled in my pockets and took out the screw jack, bracing it between the floor and the lid. With each crank, the pressure grew and grew, until finally...
Aha! Wait. He's just standing up in here like, no big deal.
That wasn't going to work. I needed to think of something else.
I keep thinking I want to honk my horn. Help!
Hey!
Oh.
Could you get me out of here?
Murphy? What are you doing down there?
Trying to not be down here.
I'll go fetch a ladder. Don't go anywhere.
Where do you think I could go?
know. that screw jack is
Before
gonna...
I'd even reached the top of the ladder, Edgar had fled to the safety of his shack, far away from the grave where he'd inadvertently tried to bury me. But one good thing had come out of it. Now I had Yardley's key.
You should wait until he finishes the job. Like, poor Ezra.
I didn't need to...
I'm still mad that Buffy's friends didn't unbury her before, right? Like, how could, like, as smart as you are, like, how did you make this mistake?
Good evening, Edgar.
Ah!
I found a way into the sanctuary crypt.
You got yourself in there? I thought that place was closed up tighter than a jar of pickles dipped in superglue.
I certainly did. The pattern on the entrance was a clue to a secret passage from the church.
Well, I'm envious, Murphy. That's the kind of place I can only dream of ending up.
A dank old crypt?
For some, but I see a nice, quiet atmosphere. Plenty of legroom, no nosy neighbors to interrupt your rest. Those skeletons in there don't know how good they have it. It's only us living folk who can actually appreciate it. In my opinion, death's wasted
on the dead.
Can you believe you almost buried me alive?
If anybody asks you, that never happened. One word of this gets out, and I'll never be allowed near a coffin again.
I best be running.
Goodbye.
Can we go back to the crypt? Because it seemed like there was another way we could have gone before that bitch teleported us. That rude ass bitch, Rackham. Yeah, this up here. Okay, it was this way.
As I stepped across the stone threshold of the crypt, it struck me that I was the first person to do so in decades. Footsteps that Yardley never had the chance to make.
Rackham, right? That bitch. Jumbles, what are you doing? He's feeling feisty and ferocious. Okay, let's go put the key.
I placed the first key into the mantelpiece. I didn't need to...
Okay, so we have one key. I need to find lube, so that way we can get the automaton working. Let's see what else. Is molasses a lube? No, it was like a glue. It was like what we glued our, Oh wait, what's this?
The chalkboard was blank, presumably waiting a decorative welcome for the infernal marriage of an evil phantom to his cursed bride.
Molasses is super sticky. I guess we haven't been back in here.
Walking back into the ballroom, the throng of wedding guests had dispersed to their guest rooms, replaced by chairs and tables neatly set out on the dance floor. Preparations for the wedding were gathering speed like a boulder rolling down a mountainside, and I felt like I was smack in the middle of its path.
Smack. Say smack again.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Chairs at the far end, tables on the left.
Oh, it's you again.
Where have
all the guests gone?
To their rooms to get ready. Here I am tidying up after the waltz while they just waltz away.
Isn't that your job description?
How long until the wedding begins?
Just a few hours. Oh, good gracious, a few hours. And there's still so much to do. I'm sorry, but I can't stand around chit. Correct. And with all due respect, and I'm sure we can both agree much respect isn't due at all, talking to you only makes it worse.
You need to find a way to relax, Mrs. Craddock.
I don't think people realize how this job takes a toll on one's health. My doctor told me I need to rethink my diet, so I've decided to go more continental, by which I mean a glass and a half of wine with each meal and polishing off the bottle before bedtime. A la Francais.
A la Francais. You tell her, Murphy.
Where's the wedding cake gone?
I had to hide it.
Hide it? Why?
Somebody had already helped themselves to a slice of cake. And I bet I know exactly who it was, Mr. McCallan.
Oh, really?
So suspicious.
That horrible pock boy. The knave with his hand on the tarts. Perhaps the Queen of Hearts had good reason for her framework of justice.
I heard you didn't send a wedding invitation to Captain Moot.
Well, of course he didn't receive an invitation. He was dismissed from his employment weeks before the wedding for crashing the flagship of the Bellemore fleet.
He's very upset about it. Don't years of service outweigh one accident?
Accident? I suppose you never learned exactly why he crashed the ship, did you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We discovered that Captain Moot used to invite ladies up to the bridge after hours. Dozens of ladies over the years. He'd take them on moonlit cruises around the island and, goodness gracious me, paint them with no clothes on. draped over the ship's wheel, stretched out in the rigging,
Dangling from the anchor.
Apparently, he must have gotten a bit too carried away with his brushstrokes on the final painting, because he didn't see the rocks the ship crashed into.
Ah, that would certainly be distracting.
Indeed.
Wow.
I'll leave you to get on with your work.
Wow.
How thankful I am for life's little blessings.
She and Felix should date or like get together as BFFs because they have the same personality.
The table was too large for one person to move.
Snickety. Hi Proto, how are you doing? Painting à la Francaise, exactly. And she's drinking à la Francaise. She needs more wine to calm down, I guess, is what she's telling us. Okay, so where I can go back to the mill. I haven't really done much there. I still don't know who to give this necklace to. Okay, Fiona, I hope that you get through work, your entire long shift on your little sleep. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for the good luck wish. I'm working hard on it. Okay, the tea party,
Then
do we want to give them anything?
stockpile the phys ed equipment and use the hockey sticks as swords.
Quiet, quiet. It's him again.
I didn't need to I wasn't going to take Mallory.
The
teapot? I didn't need.
Okay. This game also reminded me a lot of the Seance of Blake Manor. Also, yeah, I bought that one after we played the demo because I liked it so much, and I'm gonna get there eventually. Do we need to move the spotlight or the lighthouse somewhere else? I don't know where we would move it to though. So I'm looking for
Doris!
Cluck, cluck, cluck. Bark.
Doris!
Doris doesn't give a fuck. You would think that there would be some kind of like grease or something here. Oh, hold on. Here's this grease. There is grease here.
If I touch the grease with my...
What can we suck it up with? The flask?
I needed...
The bottle? I think I tried the bottle before.
I needed...
Maybe I can suck it up into the bellows?
That didn't work.
Maybe I need to put the grease goes into the coin?
Nope.
I need you, grease. Oh, that's gonna work?
Using
okay.
the cotton flag, I scooped up some of the gloppy grease.
Some of the gloppa grease. No more slappa slimy eggs. Alright, let's go back to the house. Okay, now let's lube it up. Run, Murphy, run!
Using the flag soaked in grease, I began to oil the automaton's joints.
Automaton. The Prince. Alright, let's get you this little cute.
I placed the coin back in the automaton's hand and watched.
Yes, look, we're doing it. Oh. Oh.
The cap of the scroll case opened and revealed something inside.
Well, there's life in the old thing yet. Gives us all hope, doesn't it?
I picked up the piece of paper that had fallen from the statue. Unrolling it, I discovered it was a death certificate, all filled in except for one key piece of information. The name was missing. It was certainly a clue, but who did it belong to? It was a death certificate. It was a death...
So...
Look what I discovered inside the statue.
Oh, what's that then?
A death certificate without a name.
Well, I hope they weren't buried in here.
Or the statue.
Would wreak havoc on my petunias.
Was it a death certificate? Yes, it is.
It was a death certificate. It was a death certificate. It was a death certificate. The name. It was a death certificate.
Yep.
The name had been left
Yep.
blank.
You got it.
It was a death certificate. I didn't have any.
Wait, where did Anastasia go?
Abigail's ghost was once again back in her bedroom. Now full. The minutes left before he married.
And we can't talk to her because she's
Don't
under the
worry,
spell.
Abigail.
What if you look at this death certificate?
That didn't work.
That'll make you happy. I guess I will go back to Va to find out what it was. Good luck. Good luck finding it. Okay, do you think Edgar would know because Edgar's name's on it, right? Excuse me, Mr. Kettle?
Does this death certificate mean anything to you? The name hasn't been filled in, but it says you were the Undertaker.
Of course I was. Nobody else on the island would do it, now would they?
I was wondering if you remembered who it was you buried.
That was over 30 years ago. Do you know how many bodies I've buried in my career? I couldn't tell one corpse from the other. This may surprise you, but I don't get that attached to them. They don't make for very stimulating conversation.
Is there any way I could find out who it was?
Well, you've got the date they were buried. Maybe there was an obituary.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, great. Back to the grumpy lady.
As I returned to the docks, I realized that Dead Nettle's usual smell of sea breeze and rotting fish had been replaced by something far more pleasant. The smoky scent of a fish I thought I recognized.
She became a... Ned's
Hello
making us
again,
dinner.
Mac. I hope you don't mind, but you left your fish hanging there. No sense in letting a fish that size go to waste.
Does he
I
not...
started cooking it up. It'll be the tastiest fish this side of the Mississippi.
Don't eat it.
We
It's...
can tuck in as soon as it's cooked.
No.
I tried to hide the realization growing on my face. A mouthful of taxidermy stuffing and chipped teeth from the iron horseshoe hidden inside wouldn't be the culinary
We gotta
sensation
save Ned.
I was after. Sounds great,
We
Ned.
gotta save Ned. Ned's teeth.
The fish was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me. Good
Ned.
evening, Ned.
Hello again, Mac.
Ned, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not sure that fish is edible.
Nah, Mac. Don't be so modest.
No, really, I think there's something inside the fish that shouldn't be there.
You almost had me there, Mac.
Ned was a nice guy, seemingly too nice to believe what I'd stowed in that fish. How's the...
Sizzling up? I have to keep checking it every few minutes. Make sure the fire isn't too hot. Make sure the skin doesn't get too charred. But don't worry, I'll let you know as soon as we're ready to eat.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around.
I had more...
No, we can't let this happen to Ned. Can we hit it with the shovel?
I needed...
Excuse me, maybe I guess we could get more water and put it out? Oh my god, Ned, you're gonna eat chemicals.
Well, look who it is. Murphy, I've been hearing talk of someone wandering the island on a crime spree. And look who comes walking through the door.
I can explain.
Explain what? We've got no time for your blabber. I need your help to catch him. You're an auditor, aren't you?
I used to be.
You must be used to prying that big nose of yours into other people's business.
Big nose?
It's a
Big
honker,
nose.
Murphy. Now, put it to good use and help me sniff out who this Devil's Rock devil is.
Wow.
What's he been up to?
Given age-restricted voodoo artifacts to an 8-year-old, let loose a dangerous domesticated alligator, broken into Bellemore Manor, trespassed at Baxter's Mill, handled prohibited alcohol, recklessly knocked over historic explosives, impersonated the dead, and, get this, bellowsed a chicken.
The monster.
Know anything about it?
Bellows to chicken.
Can't say that I do.
Well, keep your eyes open. If a good and just citizen like me allows those with such wickedness to get away with their heinous deeds, then what has become of us as a society?
Is that really the reason?
Of course not. I might sell some newspapers out of this.
Can I take a look in the filing cabinets?
Sorry, McCallan. Employees only. And we're a one-woman operation here these days.
I'm trying to track a burial down, and I think the date might match up with an old edition of the newspaper.
I hear you. Why don't you write up your request and lodge it with our archival department?
Where's the archival department?
In any trash can you can find.
Wow, okay.
I didn't want to get...
Super helpful.
Yes?
Hi. Evelyn, quick! The most scandalous scandal is scandaling outside right now.
Pull the other one, McCallan. I'm busy here. Now, let's see. Oh, yes.
Is that for an expo?
No.
What do the horoscopes have in store for me?
What star sign are you?
Scorpio.
Oh dear, oh dear.
What does it say?
I think you're best not knowing. I don't know why I bother writing horoscopes, to be honest. There's no future in it.
I think I better be going.
Stay sharp, Murphy.
Okay, so we need to get her out of here.
Is this your necklace?
Nope. Looking to place a listing in the Lost and Found, are you? It'll cost you.
Never mind.
So we need to get her out of there so we can look at the... Maybe this necklace is Ned's. Let's give Ned the necklace. They both start with N-E. They have so much in common. Necklace Ned.
What do you think of this necklace?
That's some nice work. A lot of the sailors who worked the Bellemore ships used to make things like that.
A lot of the sailors who worked... Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. So then...
I had nothing else to...
Felix, is this yours?
What do you think of this necklace?
How kitsch.
How kitsch.
What do you think of this necklace?
You know, I think I've seen that before. No idea where, though.
Oh, hold on. Wait, what about... No, this is just a riverboat
What do you
captain.
think of this necklace?
You'll have to give a lady more than that if you want to impress her, Murphy.
I'm still not sure how we're going to beat this guy at... this English game. That's okay, though. Oh, maybe the jeweler possibly knows.
If I needed more help from... What do you think of this necklace?
Oh, very nice. A whittle too. Next time, you should try driftwood. It'll be brittle, but with some sweat and spittle and the right committal, a little whittle, and it'll turn out lovely.
Do you know about this death certificate?
I thought I'd...
Okay, never mind.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Jasper?
What do you think of this necklace?
How quaint. Make it yourself?
No, I found it.
It's a lovely example of folk art, I would say. Whittled by a sailor would be my guess.
I think you're right. Is it worth anything?
Not a thing.
Okay.
I couldn't do that.
I guess we could talk to this guy.
I thought I'd keep...
Okay. Does Muffy have anything else to say?
I had nothing else.
You have nothing else to say to Muffy? Okay.
I glanced at the book's cover and was more than surprised to read the title, Dunstan the Dinosaur,
Dunstan
above
checks
a
in.
drawing of a bulbous yellow triceratops walking on two legs and wearing a bowler hat. It was the metal crank from the Rum Runner's jalopy, the type used to start a motor.
Okay, maybe do we need to move the... Maybe if we get more water and put out the fish that Ned is cooking.
I filled the bottle with pond water.
Who else might know about... I guess we could show the necklace to Miss Havisham or whatever.
Is this your necklace?
Me wear something like that? I should think not. I am not a fishwife.
Do you know who this death certificate belongs to?
Of course I don't. It's got no...
All right. Super helpful, super kind, super helpful. Now, hold on.
Do you remember officiating this funeral? I have the death certificate, but the name's missing.
The name's missing? That's not an oversight I would make with the paperwork. Has someone been officiating behind my back?
Okay.
I thought I'd keep that to myself. I didn't need...
There's nobody in the library. But now can I look at...
I didn't need to search. I wondered if the shell...
Okay, let's see about putting out Ned's fire.
The puppet show hadn't started yet.
This town of eternal night.
I didn't need to pour water on that.
Are you sure?
I didn't want to extinguish the grill. I needed to think of something else. I didn't need... I thought I'd keep that to myself.
Well... Fires... Oops, okay. I wonder if Madame Planchet would
Murphy,
know.
the Devil's Rock.
Oh no!
I heard that committed arson of the spirit practiced, vandalized one of cavorted, operated a light. Know anything about?
Can't say that I do.
The Devil's Rock Devil continues to elude us.
Well, let me back there.
I didn't need to... I didn't need to bother Evelyn.
Hey, you can't come back here.
All right.
Sorry.
There's something I'm missing. Can we point it at the town?
With so many coves and caves along...
Maybe if we point it at the town, it will blind her. Oh. Well...
The coat of arms depicted 4 lions surrounding a central flower, topped by a medieval tower. It was a small matchbook with the logo of the Captain's Club print. Nope.
What?
That wasn't going to work.
What am I missing here? I feel like he's usually giving me a hint by now. Okay, so we've talked to this Muffy. We haven't been back to we went to the Spirit Queen, but I don't think there was anything left we could do here.
There was nothing else of interest.
I still don't know what this crank is used for. Oh, and I guess the alligator's owner or like caretaker is gone forever now.
I remembered a container I'd used earlier that night, about the size of the fishbowl.
You remembered a container that you'd used earlier that night about the size of girl. About the size of a fishbowl. I don't remember what container that would have been. So we need to kidnap Granny, or we just need her fishbowl.
Welcome back.
Good evening, Mr.
How can I help you?
Are these fossils for sale?
Goodness me, you're the second person today to ask me about them.
Let me guess. The first one was a gentleman called Muffy?
I didn't catch his name, but he pressed his face up against the cabinet so hard he left nose prints on the glass. Wouldn't stop asking questions about where I found them. Seemed to think they were from here on the island. Didn't have the heart to tell him I brought them all back from a vacation in Grimstone, Arizona. Total time waster. Who was he anyway? Friend of yours?
Not exactly. His name is Muffy Carlyle.
Of the Carlyle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
That's him.
You mean to tell me one of the richest men in the country was in my store? My store. Selling the finest watches, necklaces, jewelry, and rings? And all he wanted to talk about was rocks and bones? Excuse me. I feel a little faint.
Do you think I could buy a fossil?
You certainly can, if you can afford it.
Could I take it on account?
On account of what?
On account of me having no money. I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
Wait, so we need a fossil.
The cabinet was filled with precious jewels, There was no way I could carry a fishbowl. If I wanted it, the goldfish was going to...
What did I use earlier that was the size of a fishbowl? And where would it be?
I wasn't going to... With the items I was borrowing...
Hey.
The stark trunk of the tree...
Is there something I missed in the room?
The trunk was at...
This looks like it could hold a fish. That's just the dry ice. Nothing in the trunk.
chest contained only... I had more...
Hey? Was there something I gave her?
I didn't need to. It was more.
Right. No.
Playing the phonograph wouldn't.
Okay, this is the cupola.
I remembered a container I'd used earlier that night, about the size of the fishbowl.
Okay, but where is it now?
Looking through the telescope, I soon realized.
So I'm like, do we need the glass from the fishbowl to fix this?
The globe looked more. I knew the toolbox was empty.
Maybe something in the basement? Music room. Let's see if there's anything we can snag.
The pianist wouldn't have been happy. The shield was out of reach, but I didn't to use the record.
I don't think there was anything in. Could we use a pot?
I couldn't see anything alive in the. I had nothing.
Okay. Table. Oh, maybe something in the basement?
Now wasn't.
This chamber pot. Okay, that's what we're gonna put the fish in.
I took the chamber pot. The wine racks were large. There was nothing large.
Wait, hold on. What's all this? Fireworks? When did this get here?
I took one of the fireworks. The logo on the side revealed that it was called the Whizzer. I'd known a boy in elementary school with the same nickname.
Oh. Oh.
I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted my I considered looking through. I had already.
Okay. Now that we have that, let's go back to.
I considered.
Okay. The town. Runner, check this out and claim it if it's still free. Thank you. It looks like it is. Suffering of Sobrante. Store the life and 100%. Add to account. Cool. Thanks, V. You got that one today. Now we both have it. I should pay more attention to free stuff that's popping up around on things. It said something about narrative RPG, and I liked what I saw of the art style in the 30 seconds that I was looking. Is the puppet show happening now? No, it's still...
The puppet show hadn't started.
Don't listen to me. Yeah, it does... What I saw, it looked cool, so...
Welcome back!
Okay, let's see if we can get Granny this way. Sorry, Granny.
The chamber pot would make a respectable new home for the fish. I thought I need... That didn't... That wasn't going to work.
Okay, so how are we going to distract him? Okay, so I feel like we're on the right track somewhere. Jasper's gonna get upset. Can we set off... I thought maybe it's a distraction for her?
Anything to report?
I'm keeping... that did. I didn't. Nope. Of all of the papers pinned to the board, it showed the beaming face of a rotund. It was a firework rocket, the type that needed to be placed in a tube to launch it.
Oh. Oh, are we gonna go to the fort?
The cannon was too big to work as a launch tube for the firework.
Oh. I'm trying. Girl, I'm trying. Do you have any tubes over here? Muffy.
Hello again, how's the fossil?
Terrible.
Oh.
This beach has just had too many people running around on it.
What's that book over there on the table?
That's my research text, all about dinosaurs.
A paleontology textbook?
No. Dunstan the Dinosaur.
Bless him.
Thrilling series of books for the young reader. And the reader who is young at heart. My favorite is Dunstan and the Mysterious Meteor from Mars.
Well, good luck with your search.
I'll never give up.
Okay, so we need a tube.
I considered climbing, and there was plenty. I had more.
What if we strap
Nope.
it? Okay.
The fish was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned.
Wait, there's all of this piping here.
I had nothing else to.
Use it on the fish, the firework? It said that we needed a tube to shoot it off. You think the fish is a tube?
I couldn't reach it from the.
Let's try it out. Let us try it out.
I needed to distract the jeweler if I was going to swap the chamber pot for the fishbowl.
Okay, so we're on the right track. I know, I feel like that's what I am doing in this game, and I'm like, this does not sound like logical in my head.
I didn't want to blow up the grill.
But what about the fish? Okay.
I didn't want to.
All right.
The fish I'd supposedly caught was now.
All right, all right. I need to distract the jeweler if I wanted to.
I thought better of swimming out to the wreck.
It's like we could blow up this old wreckage. Crab.
If I needed more help from Crab, I would.
I was like, is there something at...
Welcome back!
Would you be able to polish my broken...
Goodness me! What have you been doing?
I think we have it.
Oh, you know, just the usual wear and tear.
I don't know how anyone does this much
I
tearing.
think maybe this will be a distraction for him.
But hand it over and we'll shine her up.
Why is he going so slow?
With Jasper distracted, it was time for his fish to move into its new porcelain throne home. Hopefully it didn't suffer any indignity at the change of residence. But then, being a goldfish, it would probably soon forget anyway.
Diva work boots the house. Hi, Oasis. Are you done? Okay. I was keeping an eye out because I was like, oh, if Oasis is still going. How are you doing,
Here
Haney?
you go. I've wrapped
How
it
was
in
your
a little
stream?
tissue paper this time so it doesn't get dirty again.
My goodness.
Thank you.
But really, sir, this many polishings in one night might be approaching my limit. I certainly understand the appeal of a good flash, but I don't know how many more times tonight I can cope with this.
Aw. Well, thank you, Jasper. Hi, Nucci. How are we, chat? Hey, Runner. How are things on the Voodoo Island? Things are progressing slowly-ish. I feel like either my brain is slowed down from last week when I started this, or I'm just like, how are you doing? It's good to see you again, y'all. I was hanging out with Nucci and Sam yesterday. We had a good time. Nucci, remember when your computer shut down yesterday? When like 30 minutes into stream today, our power went out, and I was like, what is going on? What is going on with things lately? It was good. We just did a bunch of side quest stuff because I want to do everything all at once. But like, are there Riddler challenges? Are you going to do everything in this game? It's a ghost. It's the ghost of the machine. It truly is. I'm doing really well. I'm about to wrap up, I think, for the day. I'm just making teensy bits of progress. Tissue paper.
It was a sheet of semi-transparent tissue paper.
Okay, so we can maybe use that to make a rubbing.
It was a small goldfish bowl. Now sans goldfish.
Okay, are we going to use this on the telescope? Definitely not all the Riddler stuff, just the main challenges to rescue my wife, Catwoman. That's right, I forgot they all got married. I'm so happy for you. Y'all are such a cute couple. You better rescue her.
That wasn't going to work.
Well, fuck, what did I get this bowl for? Do I shoot it out of the bowl?
Nope.
I feel like I have come to the end of my brain today. We at least have one of the keys to get to the treasure. I still need to figure out who this death certificate belongs to.
I couldn't do that.
I don't know what I got this bowl for.
It was a small gold...
I thought it was going to be like a lens, like we could put it on this telescope and it would be a lens. You brained a lot. We brained it together. We saved the bricked up brother. Or found his corpse, I guess, but got the key. Oh wait, does she? Okay, hold on. We didn't show her the certificate.
Welcome back, Murphy.
Let's show her the certificate and see if she says anything. Nope, not that.
I found a death certificate, but it doesn't have a name.
Part of Cecil's treasure hunt, is it? Well, he must have left a clue somewhere. It might be as clear as black and white.
Does that mean piano? Is she hinting at a piano because it's black and white? Progress is progress, absolutely. Nucci, I was telling everybody earlier, I was like, I can't imagine like starting this game and like going on vacation and like taking a couple weeks off from this and coming back to it, because I'd be like, where were we? What were we doing? How are we going to do this? Like, what's the tea? What's the moves? Princess, thank you for the 25 months. Happy Monday to you too. What are you up to? Is your Monday of work finished?
My piano repertoire consists...
Okay, maybe I'm taking it a bit too literally when she said the black and white. Has died on this first day of April in the year of our Lord 1898 and was respectfully on the 31st. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. If you read this, it doesn't make any sense, because how could someone have died on April? This is April Fool's. This is an April Fool's joke. Because it says that they were buried on the 31st of March, but they died on the 1st. So this is an April Fool's joke. So what does this mean? What does it mean, everybody? Yep, work finished. Okay, well, welcome home from work. What are you going to do now? Are you going to watch some Twitch and play some games? Wait, what have you been playing lately? Wait, you've been playing Pal World. That's right. I feel like you've been playing Pal World. Yeah. I was like, hold on. I already know. We've talked about it. It just took a minute to pop back into my brain. I got a coupon for a free month of Game Pass on like last week, but it was good through June 30th, 2026. They should honor it then. I was like, isn't it still June? It's July 20th. I already beat it, but now I have the hard bosses to do. Dang. So you're going to do like everything in the game? I didn't realize that was a game you could beat. I thought it was August yesterday. It's coming. It's a coming. It'll be here so soon. Then I think... So I feel like we still maybe want to look through the obituaries, but I don't know how to set off this firework.
I couldn't do that.
Okay. Alright. Brain saying this is a good spot to stop for the day. What's up, Big Charles? Oh my goodness. Wow. Just munch, my brain's done for the day. My brain is done for the day. It's 5:30. I need to get these buns up and working out anyway. How are you doing? Our lunch, we lost power earlier, like 30 minutes into stream, we lost power for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. And I was like, is it going to come back on? And then I was like, don't open the fridge, don't do this. But then I was like, I really want some cheese, but I'm glad that you're doing, oh goodness, I know. I wasn't sure when it was going to come back because I looked at the outage map and there were like 500 people. And so I was like, okay, maybe like they're already aware of it. So maybe it was just like, oops, I flipped the wrong switch, you know? It's the cheese that always gets you. It's like, I wanted cheese. I wanted a little snack. Instead I had peanuts, but that's okay. So thank you all so much for coming back and for hanging out with me. Sorry for the power dip. Hopefully it'll stay on and strong tomorrow because I will be back tomorrow around 1:30. No, around 1. What am I doing? I will be on around 1 tomorrow with more Foolish Mortals. It was just a little intermission. It was like I got to get up and do some stretching, and then I was reading to Jasper. And yeah. And yeah. So thank you again. Thank you for all the resubs. Thank you for the hangout. Do you ever watch a post-apocalyptic movie with zombies and wonder how the first zombies became zombies? Well, it was probably the cheese. Cheese would never do you that dirty. Because I'm like thinking of Night of the Living Dead, and I feel like it was like a meteor. Didn't like a meteor crash, and that's like some radiation was coming out. No, I mean, they unlock the door because they can't resist some cheese. So they came back from the dead because they're like, cheese is life and I need more cheese in my life, because that's relatable. I actually have some of the extra sharp white cheddar in the fridge right now. That's the only cheese I have. Like, I don't have any Gouda. Finished that up. I think we finished the Gouda. I don't have any Havarti. I need some more cheeses in my life. I get it. I would be that, like, don't give me brains. I don't want your nasty ass brains. Just give me cheese. Okay, so tomorrow we will figure out what's going on with this like April Fool's Day. Figure out what to do with the fishbowl. I think we need the rocket. Maybe we can check the obituaries. I just need to find a tube to shoot the rocket out of. So we got stuff to do tomorrow. We have big things to do tomorrow. But thank you all so much for hanging out. The lurks, the chats, for bearing with me. And if you are still here, we will raid our buns out to somebody. Let me go see who's on. Back to Twitch. Back to Twitch. Back to back. Back to back. Big love, Oasis. Have a wonderful evening. I'm glad that you're getting I'm glad that you're going to be saving your wife soon. All right, let's go visit our friend Martin. Martin is doing Terraria and working on a cute little greenhouse. So this is where we're going to go. We're going to visit our friend Store Martin. And then if you have never raided before, basically what you do is you copy a message. If you're a follower, you can copy the first one. If you're a subscriber, you can copy that second one, and then we'll paste it into Martin's chat when we get there. Bye, V. Thank you again for the heads up on the free game. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you all have not me typing storm fartin'. Wow, what the heck is wrong with my brain today? I gotta get up and move. I gotta get up and move around. Take care of yourselves. Have a great evening. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Bye.